Welcome back, intrepid investigators. Last time we left off, we were getting attacked. We were boarding the Pemberton Estate up.
Yes.
But while that was happening, Bo was doing stuff.
Yeah.
And hopefully he'll show up just in time for this attack.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
Deus Ex Machina, Bo showing up.
The
If
one
the
time,
timeline lines up just correct.
the one time I
It doesn't. You show up 3 days later, like, where are they?
When?
the one time I'm glad that I actually put the gate in the closet. It's like, at least it's in the house.
Yeah, that's true. Like, you guys do technically have an escape route. So, Bo, so you weren't here for last episode. All you really know leading into this is there was a car at the funeral that wasn't, nobody claimed it. So when people started to leave, it was still there. And after some investigating, it turns out it was your car, even though you didn't, in the other reality, own a car. So you looked into it, and you also apparently have registration to a house somewhere in Boston. So you went off to go investigate that. Everyone else, they stayed at the estate and did some stuff. So you drove to Boston, to this address.
Ship it up to Boston.
And I suppose we'll open up with you pulling up outside of a house.
This random ass house.
Yeah, this random house that you don't recognize. And it's a smaller home. It's in a sort of like little suburban type area. You kind of like check the address to make sure this is it.
I'm at the right place.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess I'll just pull up and get out.
Okay. So you get out, you see your name on the mailbox outside, which is, a little odd.
I mean, I guess I'll keep going at this point. I'm confused as can get, but...
Yeah. So you run into an issue immediately as you go up to the door, and the door is locked.
Kind of check my key ring, I guess.
Yeah, you check your key ring. There's no key for it. There was no key for the house in the car.
I guess I'll knock. I guess on my own front door.
All right, you knock at the front door, and you hear a dog bark from inside.
I'm so tired of knocking doors, and I'm gonna knock harder.
Okay.
I'm
The
so
dog,
tired of just
which
knocking
sounds
doors
like a bigger dog.
Because I may have to fix this door.
Yeah.
Yet again.
It sounds like a bigger dog, and it's going crazy on the other side of the door because you're knocking harder, and it's going crazy. But no other response.
Every time they get hit,
I'm gonna go around.
Okay.
See if there's another door.
Okay. So you go around to the back, and there is a back door. There's also, you have a decent bit of backyard. You also have a little tool shed type thing. And it looks like there's a halfway finished treehouse being built.
I'm gonna go check the back door.
Okay, you check the back door. It is unlocked.
God, I was this close to this going. Fuck it, I'll run through it. I walk in.
Okay, so you walk inside, and you hear the scatter,
The nails of a dog.
Yeah, the nails of a dog just going crazy as it runs towards the back door, rounds a corner, nearly falls over, and you see this massive puppy. It's like a German Shepherd that's still in that puppy stage, but it's fully grown, right? And it rounds the corner, just paws go out from under it, it falls over, and then stands back up, rushes towards you. It's on a collision course with you. What do you do?
I want to jump out of its way, just freaking out, kind of
Okay. Roll a dodge, I guess.
Wait, Wait, you have a psychic ability to stop things. Couldn't
That's
you still-
true. Just
Like, I'm gonna try to get this guy out of his way. Pass. This one normal.
okay.
Hey, mark it. So. Hey.
Might be the first time you've rolled a dodge.
And I passed.
So yeah, it like goes to jump on you and you sidestep and it just like lands on the door.
I'm just gonna be like, whoa now, boy.
Yeah, it like
Whoa.
starts like jumping up on you and like licking your hands, and then it sort of like drops down, tilts its head to the side, and starts to whine, and its tail goes underneath its legs.
You're not its bow.
Dumbass.
Just wanna be like,
Anyways.
I just wanna be like give like a weird look and continue like walking through the house. It's like,
Yeah, it's following you through the house, and just like whining a little bit as it follows you.
just kind of like look at it and be like, shh. And just like reach under, like pet it.
Okay. Yeah. It does that thing where it's like tail is still between its legs, but it's wagging.
Nervous.
Kind of like licks your hand a little bit, but just seems really confused, really upset.
Me too, dog.
So yeah, you're going through the house, looking around. Where do you go first?
I guess like the living room, like look if there's any pictures on the walls. Or,
Okay. So, correct me if I'm wrong, but like pictures,
Or, like,
family,
portraits.
family photos probably wouldn't be a big thing in the 1920s for like
Depends.
People of-
Depends on how wealthy you were.
people of like average income though. Probably.
Yeah, they
wouldn't.
probably had some.
They really do. Okay.
Did you know the Victorian era? They have took pictures or drew or painted pictures of everything.
They probably had pictures back then.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like
Fair
if you were like dirt poor, probably not. But
Yeah, I was just thinking like average
but still.
income. Would they still have pictures taken?
Yeah.
Okay.
it wasn't that expensive to have pictures.
Okay, so yeah, there are a couple of pictures up on like the mantle, and that's kind of the first time you start piecing together what your life was like in this reality, or what your life is like in this reality. You can see several pictures of you. It looks like you're like recovering from after the war in some of these pictures. You recognize, you're a bit younger. You're still like kind of bandaged up here and there. But in these pictures, you are alongside a younger Ruth. And, going through these pictures, it leads up to the point of a picture from your wedding day. And then there's like one other picture just like of you together a little bit later on, like a little closer to what age you are now.
Well, that's weird. I guess I'll go upstairs then.
Okay. Yeah, so you go upstairs, you find
I'm just literally falling asleep right
you find decent bit of stuff like clothing from clothing of Ruth's, clothing of yours. It seems like you have a decent collection of like nicer-ish clothing. I don't know if you really had.
At this point, I've noticed that the house is empty.
Yeah, the house is empty.
Leaving the back door unlocked. Somebody's getting a nice chew.
You have a guard dog.
Apparently not a good one.
now. That would include at least 3.5 minutes of food.
I guess I'm gonna like try to. Is there like a phone there?
Yeah.
I guess I'm gonna try to go back and call Benny
Okay.
and try to like figure out what the fuck's going on.
Okay, so this is kind of back in time, Benny. This would be... Oh boy, when would this be? This is definitely before all of the things happened,
Yeah.
but...
Because it was a few days. Like it all pretty much happened like right at like bang bang bang. So boom.
Now, didn't you have a little bit of time between the vision and then You went.
A few hours. It wasn't more than 2 days.
Okay. So yeah, this is like just a couple days after the wedding then. So, yeah, you call Benny.
Funeral.
Yeah, I keep doing that. I don't know why I keep doing that.
So yeah, I call Benny.
Pemberton residence.
Benny.
Yes.
So apparently I'm married now.
I think you might have actually seen, because you were going through the house, remember, and you found a picture.
Mm-hmm.
The same picture that you have on the mantle, actually.
Yeah. Yes, we saw that.
I really don't. I'm kind of getting confused about with all this, new reality things. What are we doing at this point?
Well, I guess we continue to plan for things. I'm trying to not bring up the fact about the things that we know because it hasn't happened yet.
Time travel.
I guess I can leave a note. I don't know what I would do in this situation and could come back to you, I guess.
All right. Maybe make it fast. Just in case.
All right, and I hang up the phone and find a piece of paper and just write some be back soon.
Okay. So yeah, what do you write exactly? Just
honestly, as confused as I am now, just write. I had to go take care of some business with a friend. Be back as soon as I can.
Okay.
Bo.
All right. And you just leave it on the.
Someplace that I would guess she would find it. So maybe first a table.
All right.
Like a kitchen table. Put something on it.
So, as you're heading back out, because I assume you're gonna leave the house at this point, right?
Yeah.
You see a car pulling up towards the house. At this point, you're you could go to your car and drive off, or you could stay.
Can I tell who's in the car?
You can see that there is. It's a taxi. Which I don't know how popular those are. We'll just say that they were popular enough in Boston for there to have been taxis.
Yeah.
So
Taxis were a thing.
I kind of figured they were. It's just always with that sort of stuff.
Remember we talked about the taxi with the cold, but they didn't have heaters, so they had heaters.
I mean, I know taxis in general. I'm just in Boston. I know they'd be in New York, but
yeah.
Boston's a big city.
That is true.
I guess
But yeah, you see a taxi pulling up essentially.
Oh,
you can see the driver, but you can't see the passenger because they're in the back.
Oh, yeah.
I'll wait for it.
Okay, so the taxi pulls up, the door in the back opens up, and you see Ruth, who looks a little bit different from your Ruth.
How so?
She looks a little bit older than what you remember having seen her not that long ago in the other reality. Not it looks like she aged maybe a little harder, but it could be that she's been worried recently, and it's kind of showing. But that's your immediate first key difference between the two. And she pays the cab driver and then turns around facing the house, sees you, and her face lights up, and she starts walking over towards you.
I'll stay for it.
Okay.
At this point, if I run now.
It's nope.
Whoa. Out the back door.
So as she gets closer, you can see, because you knew there was some difference. Something that immediately struck you that, this is somehow different from the Ruth that you saw not that long ago. It looks like she's pregnant. Not very late, but, you couldn't tell until she got closer.
So now I'll...
Okay.
I'll let her keep walking.
Yeah. She comes over, big smile on her face and says, "So how'd it go?"
Fine. What exactly did I tell you I was doing?
Her brow immediately furrows, looking a little concerned, and she says, "Going to the old man's funeral."
Well, yeah, I kind of took a hard hit on the head.
There she comes over and immediately starts looking over your head.
No,
Are you okay? To the nurse.
Yeah.
No, and
Not seeing the abrasions.
no, I'm fine now.
I mean, if you're having memory loss, that's not good.
It was brief. I was just making sure I was remembering the correct thing. Seems like my memories have kind of been jumbled, if you could say.
She doesn't have. I was gonna say she pulls out the little pin light and shines it. She doesn't have one of those. Doesn't have one on her. She does do the how many fingers am I holding up?
I just received a call when I got back. There's actually a little bit more unfinished business involving the funeral. I kind of left, I guess, too early, so I have to go back and resolve that.
She's like, "Well, I can come along if you want."
No.
She's gonna think you're cheap.
None of that now. Not the most comfortable of a ride.
No.
But I'll be back as soon as I can.
Is it back in New York?
Um,
No. We weren't in New York.
Sorry, is it back in Tennessee?
Oh, that's why I was like, yes.
I keep thinking that you guys, for some reason, were in New York.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I did too
Yes,
for a second
yes,
there. I was like, wait.
It's back with Benny.
All right. She looks actually a little disappointed. She says, "Well, I hope it goes all right."
It should.
What exactly is it? Do you want to talk about it?
No, it's just something.
I know you and the old man were always pretty close.
It's just something of his that Benny wanted to discuss with me.
That one might, by the way, because you don't. I mean, you weren't even there for last session, so you don't necessarily know. But that one might catch you off guard as well.
You and the old man were close. He raised you like a son.
It's something of his that me and Benny need to talk about. Something important.
All right. Well, Rex will keep me company. We'll be fine.
Rex. Disgusting.
Lock the back door.
She looks a little confused for a second and then laughs and kind of slaps her head, just like, "Oh yeah."
Yes, I seem to have lost my key and had to come through the back.
Oh, do you need a spare? I can get you the spare.
You just.
She then looks a little confused at you, walks over and picks up, the fake rock. It's a real rock, but you know what I mean, the rock on the patio, and holds up the spare key and is like, "Why didn't you just use this? You were the one that had the idea to put it there."
That's
Got
right.
hit in the head.
The hit in the head. I just like to start walking towards my car.
She's like, "All right, stay safe. Don't fall down any more stairs."
I'll try. And just getting nervous, be like, "What the fuck?" I just start hauling ass back towards them.
Okay, yeah. So, do you drive off calm, or is it one of those tire screeches?
I know it's not. It's just a drive off of what the fuck is going on.
Yeah. I do want you to roll me. This is just for the drive in general. Because it's going to be... You're driving back to Tennessee, aren't you?
Mm-hmm.
Because there's not a gate that you know of in Boston.
No.
You fool.
In Boston?
You fool, not teleporting.
There's the nearest one would be
Do
New
we?
York. And
I mean-
also you can't take your car through.
I mean, I guess I'll try going back to see if his place is still there in New York, because I don't know what's... At this
Yeah,
point, I don't know
yeah.
what's... So I'll drive to New York to see if his place is still there.
Fair.
I just
So
didn't know it was still
I
there.
do want you to roll me a spot hidden.
I can only fail this by rolling on under.
Oh, wow.
That's a bad.
Nice.
Like,
Do you really have a 99 spot
I have a
hidden?
98. I have a 98 spot hit. Like, I can only roll.
I just want to point out, stats-wise, we're kind of in the end game. When you start getting hundreds and
Like,
certain stats, like that
like
is
that and my fighting, I physically have to roll a 100 to fail a fighting.
yeah, we're in.
Now everything
there.
else. Now everything else. So yes, I had a hard.
All right. So you would notice on the long drive, you spot a few times a car that you don't recognize it, but it looks like you might be being followed.
I hate being followed.
How many times have you been followed?
Where am I at right now?
I'd say that you're about 3/4 of the way to New York. Yeah, Boston to New York's not really a long trip.
I'm gonna keep going. It's like normal.
Okay.
Until I get closer to like the mansion.
Okay.
Well, you'd want to go to Dr. Gray's. There's no gate in the New York house.
Oh shit! Yeah, that's right. There's one in
Oh no.
the Tennessee.
This is after your original meeting with
Yeah, probably.
it.
To keep the timeline.
Yeah, to keep the timelines just.
Still to my knowledge. See, I go to until I get closer to Dr. Gray's house.
All right. So, are you going to Benny's New York home or straight to Dr. Gray's?
Straight to Dr. Gray's. I forgot there wasn't a board on that one. That was the Tennessee one.
Okay.
If I get closer and they're still like behind me,
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna go like do the old park around the corner
Mm-hmm.
and sneak around to Dr. Gray's house.
Okay.
Like try to like park here and just like Ferris Bueller my way through yards and get to Dr. Gray's house.
All right. I want you to roll a stealth.
Oh shit! I have to pass that. That's just a normal. I had no points in it. I'm actually kind of shocked I passed that one.
Passed it.
Yeah, we're doing good with rolls and this I missed last week, and that's like, all right, we'll give you a few good ones. The important ones I'm going to need, that's going to be like, yeah, you're not getting those.
Shouldn't have used it at the start.
Yeah. you know what we're getting ready to do.
All right. So you arrive at Dr. Gray's, and you are fairly certain that you lost whoever was tailing you. I mean, they probably have access to your car, but
Yeah, fucking.
I mean, you hardly even recognize the car.
Yeah, that's why I was like, fuck the car.
So yeah, you go over. You knock on the door.
I can't remember. I think we usually knock. I'm a knock. I can't remember. I don't think we
Kick
usually
in the
just walk
door.
in. I think the butler
What
usually
up? We're
comes in.
home.
So I'm knock.
All right, you knock. You
Don't know yet.
you knock. The door is opened by a woman you don't recognize, and from inside, you can hear classical music playing.
Which house is this? The
This is Dr.
Dr.
Gray's.
Gray's.
oh.
Who are you?
She looks at you, raises an eyebrow slightly, and says, "Esmeralda?"
Fuck, I thought she was gonna be like, "Who are you?" I asked first.
She seems a little confused that you're asking a question.
Is Dr. Gray here?
Yes, although I don't think he wants to be disturbed right now.
Could you ask if he would make an exception?
You see a little bit of concern pass across her face, and she says, "Of course," and then
Thank you.
closes the door, walks back, like turns around. You're left waiting for a couple of minutes, and
As I'm out there, I was gonna be like, "It was under the damn rock. Why didn't I check it?"
So
That's where I always told Danny to put one.
you're left waiting for a few minutes, and eventually the door opens. The same woman, Esmeralda, says, "All right, he'll see you," and just like steps to the side to let you in.
Is this before or after we shot him in the dick?
This is probably after you shot him in the dick.
Be careful.
I know none of this, so I'm gonna walk.
You don't.
Yeah.
It's been a rough week.
Yeah, I'm walking
All right.
to wherever he would be.
All right. So you walk inside, and I imagine, follow the classical music, because it's safe enough of that.
That's where the plot pulls me.
Yeah. And you find him in essentially like the living room slash kind of like study area, and the interior of his home is actually a little different than you remember. Just minor differences. One of the bigger things being there seems to be like more books. There's a lot of artifacts and things like that on display, but it's not like a huge difference. The structure of his house, the room layout, all that's the same, just like slightly different decor. And there is one thing that you immediately notice when you walk inside. He's sitting there reading a book, like smoking a pipe, and there is a creature behind him that is hard for you to look at. I actually want you to roll a sanity.
I passed.
You passed? Alright, so you succeed this by like turning your gaze away, but what you essentially saw for that brief moment was a tall, very lithe figure that its form seemed to be constantly shifting, almost like it was disappearing and appearing and changing shape all so quickly that it becomes hard to really focus on. And it looks like it's doing something with his shoulder, but you just sort of like cast your gaze down immediately, because like you know enough about this sort of stuff where it's like, this is a bad thing to look at. This will.
He did get shot.
Yeah, I know.
He did.
I know. Imagine he just did that and he's working on his dick. It's like, what the fuck's wrong with your junk?
It's just like down on his knees. Oh no!
I knew you were a sick fuck.
Like that scene in The Shining.
Right?
Yes, Bo.
Some weird things have went down. Do you still have a portal?
Of course.
Whenever I say that, how does he react to that?
So you are having a hard time really like looking up, because, and you can if you want. You can like look up and try and meet his gaze, but doing that, you would be looking at this thing that's behind him.
Okay, I'll ask him, but I'm pretty up for
And by the way, you do have You do have a just general sense of unease being in the same room as this thing. It feels wrong.
Alright, well, that's kind of what I was getting at.
It's like, you know that feeling of dread?
Yeah.
It's basically that.
Also, Bo's pretty not smart, so, Gray, what is that, behind you?
It's not really important.
Fine with me on that.
It's tending to a wound. That's all you need.
That works with me. Who's the lady?
That is my servant.
Cool. Can I use your portal?
He lets out a long sigh. He stands up, and you're kind of like looking down at the floor,
Yeah.
I imagine, so you can see like his feet as he stands up and he walks over towards you. Are you in contact with your friends?
No, I've been in Boston.
Good. I want you to work for me now.
Rush.
I need you to roll a will.
Didn't he already work for him technically? Is power.
Fuck, I was like,
Yeah, what power, yeah.
I know it sucks. I don't know why I didn't look at that. Yeah, here goes all my luck.
Oh my god!
Fuck you, Gray.
Woo!
What was it?
32.
Literally 3 points up.
I need 35 was my power.
Doesn't he have to roll?
Yeah, that is.
Like I was sitting there like you didn't get rid of it.
But
So
I did
was that
pass.
a normal success?
Yeah, it's normal.
Okay.
Yeah, it's gonna be good. Remember it being over 100.
Yeah.
Yeah, you failed.
fuck.
Well, I'm really bad at math.
Uh-huh.
So he has to. This would be a
He has to have a hard.
Yeah.
hard, which is half.
Yeah.
Correct. So yeah, he has a hard success.
Fuck.
Yeah, I'm sorry. He has a really
You want to
high.
push it up to a hard?
You
What's your
can if
hard?
you want.
What's 35? That'd be 17. Do you have the luck for it?
Fuck, I don't. How much is that? I'm not good at math either.
Okay, you've got a
So you have
17 to 35.
32. You rolled a 32.
15 luck.
Do you have the luck for it?
Yeah, I will.
So
Okay.
that would cancel out, right? And
Yeah,
he would.
yeah.
Okay.
If you match, then it has no effect. If you beat him, then you technically don't really have control over him, but you're a little better off
Yeah.
going forward.
You throw him off.
Yeah. So, basically what happens is, do you react in any way? You definitely feel
Can I punk his
woozy
ass?
for a moment. Yeah, if you want to. You
Yeah, I
can
want to
try.
fucking punk his ass.
Oh, you want to punch him?
Yeah, boom.
Okay.
We're trying to take over your
Yeah,
hunt.
fuck him. I know where this portal is.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try to fuck him
He
up.
goes, fuck.
Now,
What?
keep in mind, there is a creature in the room with you right now that seems like it's bad news and it's serving him.
I punch Gray.
Okay, you punch him.
I punched the monster.
As it turns out, Dr. Gray was not expecting the Universe 1 characters to be fucking villains.
Yeah. Straight punch, shooting him in the shoulder.
Well,
punch him.
before I like, do I have that gun on me?
Did you have it at the funeral?
Because to my knowledge, I never left. Because I didn't use it at the funeral because it was fucking a ghost gun, so I'm not gonna use that on people.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's
yeah.
true.
That's why I hunted down Benny's gun.
Yeah, that's the thing. Do you carry it with you most of the time?
I would assume I would like keep it like
I mean, it's
on
a
me because I was
ghost
trying
gun.
to figure out like what the fuck is this?
Yeah. I mean, if you keep it on your person, then yeah,
Sweet,
that's up to you.
sweet. Because that's the backup plan. Is fucking
Yeah.
ghost face.
Yeah, this is a time and age where you can kind of walk around with a gun as long as it's not too.
Well, I'm gonna try to like.
You can
I'm
straight
gonna
up
try to
walk
knock
around
him
with
down,
it.
like go for a big shoulder, just like fucking. Punch.
Okay, yeah. You have a very big number in fighting. I know that.
I do.
So because he had I'm gonna give him the chance to roll because you got the chance to roll, but I don't think he's gonna succeed. With a 14 though. With a 14, he might have a chance. I
just want to see.
This is just like my standing stats for Gray because.
Okay. I wanted to see if you had Willem Dafoe on the image.
I mean, it's close
That's what
enough.
he needs
It's
to.
pretty close.
I just wanted to see if you had Willem
He
Dafoe.
was telling me about that, and I was just like, I can't draw William Dafoe. There's too many lines on that man's face. There's so
Smooth.
many lines.
Like I said, smooth Dafoe.
That's
This is
terrifying.
William Dafoe without
That's terrifying. William
Anyway.
Dafoe terrifies me. Continue.
Billy Dafoe.
Billiam.
Billiam.
Would he have default brawling stats?
Probably not.
Oh, he wouldn't even have default.
He'd probably have a little bit higher, but not much.
Okay, because default brawl is.
Hey, what's yours? It's 40? Okay, cool. So that is a hard success.
That's an 80.
Mm.
You want to push it?
I mean, I'm gonna have to push
You
mine.
can push it. Now, okay, so basically what happens...
You couldn't push. Combat it.
Oh, that's
Oh,
right.
crap.
That is... Although, I'm the game master, so I'll make an exception. I'll let you push it, but I'm going to tell you what happens. Right? Okay. If you don't want to push it. Okay, so...
I'm pushing it.
Oh, you're going to push it?
100%.
Okay, so basically what happens is you go for this punch, right? And he, like does the, head back thing where, he sees the
Jerks,
fist coming
yeah.
in and jerks his head back just instinctively. And as he does that, you see his eyes glance toward that shifting figure, and you can hear in your mind, not so much with your ears, just this piercing, shrieking sound.
You need to knock him out.
And
Yeah.
I'll let you know this. If you push and fail, then that thing is going to have an immediate action.
You have to
The only reason that he succeeded that is because he rolled really, really good.
You have to get extreme, doesn't he?
No, hard. I thought it was.
No, he has
No.
to beat hard.
Does he have to beat a hard?
Was that a dodge? Then
Oh, right, yeah. So you would have to beat...
so you have to beat a hard.
What's your...
He has a decent
your
chance of it,
extreme?
though. With a 100?
20.
Yeah, he has to get
It's
a
up to
20.
you.
Yeah, that's up to you. So...
Okay. I mean,
If you want, you can try and, either intimidate or, try and talk down the situation where you tried to just punch him, but...
I'll intimidate him because I get a bonus in that. So I must be explain to him why I just tried to fucking him.
Okay.
Don't fucking try to take over me.
Yeah.
He looks a little surprised. I want you to roll the,
Roll the intimidate.
91, so not very good.
That's a 2.
72, but
He gets advantage for
Ooh.
being.
Yeah, it is true.
A 42.
42.
42, so what is that?
Hard.
Hard? Alright, yeah, that beats him.
See?
Even though he has a really high will,
Yeah.
that's...
I just love the fact that this Dr. Gray has no idea what the fuck just hit him. He's like, oh.
So...
Oops.
I don't
Who
like
are you people?
I don't like these new universe characters. Fuck you up, man.
So he takes a step back and holds his hand out to this creature, and he looks at you, surprised, and you think you might see a glint of respect.
I tried to punch him. There's no respect for me.
Was there respect when I shot him in the dick?
I want to bolt for the door. The elevator door.
Okay.
Just be
Wait,
like,
isn't that thing in between him and the door?
No, it was standing essentially behind him on the couch.
Oh, okay.
yeah, I just want to be like,
Now you do have to kind of maneuver around it.
looking
If
at the
I can't
floor.
see you, you can't see me.
and I just want to do some shit like that, try to fucking
Just look
get
down.
around him.
Look down.
Okay. So as you're doing this weird maneuvering around, you see it quickly, so fast. There's a blur of movement.
The thing?
Yeah.
Fucking
It doesn't.
block.
It doesn't move its legs.
Fuck, I'm about to shoot
It
this
just
fucker.
sort of.
Appears.
Yeah, not exactly appears, but it just like transitions from where it was to in front of you.
I'm almost gonna be like,
And you hear Dr. Gray in a stern voice say, Esther, let him go.
Shit, son.
I'm just gonna be like, we died.
Holy fuck.
Fuck, I don't know what
Wasn't Esther the...
Not wife, the baby maker. Anna, what's her face?
He's a
Anna,
true villain.
Annabeth's mom.
He's a true
Just gonna
villain.
be like,
Oh.
thank you.
We'll talk about it later.
Okay. Yeah. Well, yeah. We'll discuss
I'll
it
keep
later.
going.
Okay.
I said that though.
Okay.
So you go to the elevator and you're just sort of. I do want you to roll another sanity because you did get a closer look at it.
Peeky poo.
39.
Exactly.
Okay.
It's a success.
You pass. Yeah. So that brief moment that you saw, the only feature that seemed set in it was a woman's face caught in a perpetual scream of pain.
He's a villain.
That's terrifying.
Yeah, so you're sort of like sitting in the elevator, maybe like shaking a little bit from what the fuck.
The
is going
elevator
on.
music's playing. He's just waiting. That long ride down. Just sit there.
Yeah, so 30 minutes.
All right. So yeah, you get down, you go through the portal.
Pemberton residence, Pemberton residence, Pemberton residence,
Yep,
Pemberton
yep.
residence.
So you arrive at the Pemberton residence, and
Busted the fuck closet.
all right. So you get to. Oh boy, there
Pemberton
was-
residence.
Yeah, the Pemberton residence has a gate.
Just coming out of the closet.
Yeah, so you come out of the closet. It's never gonna get old.
Every time just.
And
What
you
your first
hear commotion from downstairs.
So make my way.
time? Making your
Okay.
way downstairs.
So, meanwhile,
Walking fast.
downstairs.
Falling this.
Actually, I wanted to ask you really quickly, Benny. Did you finish practicing Great Ward?
No. Because we were going to start
And then this happened?
the day after. We were going to start
Things keep
tomorrow.
happening.
And then shit just...
There's never a good time.
Yeah.
There's never a good time.
Yeah. It's like, oh, these spells have to take weeks to prep. You have to learn how this spell works. You have 10 days to do it. And it's like, well, the apocalypse is happening. I don't have 10 days.
So yeah, meanwhile downstairs,
But Faustus is there. He's casting great
Faust has already cast this spell, and he's basically standing motionless. His eyes closed. He's holding like a thick leather-bound book in one hand, sort of like holding it up. It looks almost like he's reciting it from memory, as he holds out a hand towards the. Where do you want him to cast this? Because you guys had barricades.
We said
at
the
front.
door.
Okay, so yeah, he's casting it towards the door, and you can
'Cause I
see
know-
like this shimmering golden light in front of the door.
Because I had my cowboy revolver, my cowboy repeater pointed at the door.
Now, so where is everyone at this point?
I'm pretty sure Darlene was upstairs.
Mhm. Yes.
Okay.
I have no idea where Parker is. He's downstairs, I think.
Yep. I think everyone else is done. And Lady Erin
Who has a sword drawn at this point?
Yeah, she
and
had.
Lady Erin, Ruth, and
No, Lady Erin had Ruth and Izzy, I think, stay upstairs, didn't she?
yeah.
But
she
she's
can-
definitely
yeah.
downstairs with her sword drawn.
Yeah.
I
Looking a little nervous.
Because I know Ruth and Annabelle
Yes.
are up
yeah.
in one of the upstairs rooms.
Yeah. Is Izzy with them, trying to keep them calm, I guess? I don't remember.
Yeah, Izzy's not going to be able to do much this fight. She left her flamethrower in another reality. Rest in peace, flamethrower. You never saw use.
Even in the dream, she didn't get to use
Unfortunate.
It didn't have ammo.
it. Yeah, fuel. It was
Didn't
out of
have
fuel.
That was upsetting. So, you're all getting ready, kind of like steeling yourselves for the fight to come, and outside you heard, the lumbering steps of this massive rhinoceros-like creature, and then silence. And then at the front door.
Can Darlene see?
Bring a warrant.
Hey, that's all I say.
We are well past that stage. Open the door, give us what we want. We will leave you peacefully.
Go to hell.
And as you say that, very well, and there is a massive crashing sound from upstairs.
What's happening? As someone who is upstairs.
So, upstairs, gang. So you heard from downstairs just like the sound of things being pushed around, tables being scooted in front of doors, things like that. Then conversation that you can't quite pick up on. And then all of a sudden, so there is a balcony, correct?
Mm-hmm.
And that balcony it does have a portion outside of your study window. Correct?
No, that's the mansion. That's the New York mansion.
Oh, yeah. So this still has a balcony. Though.
Yeah.
Right. So you hear from the floor you're on this massive crashing sound. Darlene, you probably are the first to see as this creature that you've seen before.
Mm-hmm.
This six-armed bipedal rhinoceros-like beast crashes on the balcony and then smashes through the window. Basically, like, making a hole itself-shaped.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Oh, yeah.
Alright. So it's in the room that I was in?
It's in, like, the hallway, essentially.
Gotcha. I'm gonna reach into my handy dandy little pocket and pull out a grenade.
Okay.
And I'm going to run and yeet.
Okay, so...
Going from one room
just
to the other.
The logistics really quickly of throwing your grenade inside a house. It will do a decent bit of damage to said house.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Sorry, Benny. We can rebuild it.
As I walk through,
Yeah, step out.
go back here.
That's what I just imagine.
Nope.
They run to the steps. Bo walks through the steps, and you see shrapnel. It's like, I
So
didn't do that. That was not me.
I'm gonna have you roll a.
Throw roll. Okay. All right.
I'm always uncertain of what skills or what system.
That is a hard success.
Nice. All right. So you don't have the stats of hand grenade written down by any chance, do you?
I do. It's a 4d10.
Okay. Roll 4d10 damage.
It's convenient.
Yeah. It's 8. Because I won't remember.
19,
Oh shit. 1.
20.
And then subtract 9, so 11.
Yeah.
11
So
points
11
of damage.
points of damage.
It has 9 armor. It's in fact nifty.
Okie dokie.
But yeah, she's
the
just
one
going
boon
from-
that I take from this is we're wearing little silver chains. Shit.
Yeah. Which, how much does that? Darlene's not. Darlene's naked.
So
not really, but.
Vinny is wearing the fuck out of that.
Yeah.
all right. So several things happen at once. You throw this grenade. It looks down. Looks very curious, picks it up, sniffs it, and then it explodes in its hand. And
Preventing damage to the house.
Yeah, how damaged is the
Oh, there's a decent bit of the like wall, and like where that window was is just gone. Part of the floor is gone.
If it makes you feel any better, this thing started it. It busted through your window. I just tried to finish it.
Yeah. So like as the smoke clears, though, you see this creature. Like it does have some like some bloody streaks, and like it's missing a finger or two. And you know there's the cartoonish like
Just black.
Yeah,
like,
black.
Singed.
But otherwise it mostly just looks pissed.
Oh fuck. And just start taking off down the stairs.
So Bo, you hear an explosion. Like after that crash, you just hear an explosion. You stick your head out, and this is your first time seeing it. So I'll just show you a picture. But it is a bipedal rhinoceros-like creature with 6 arms. Truly massive, about 12 feet tall.
6 arms?
Yeah. Or sorry, no.
4
6,
arms,
yeah.
6 limbs.
4 arms, 2 legs.
Yes.
Cool.
And it looks like it's made up of that red moss stuff.
Did it see me look at it?
You're not sure.
Does it have...
Battle axe.
And you know, you kind of like peek your head around. You see this creature. Do you duck back in? What do you do? Okay, so you immediately duck back in. I'll have you roll a stealth.
Battle axe.
No.
Okay.
That's
well,
not good.
I'm just gonna have it roll a perception just in case.
No.
Actually, you get to roll another sanity. Yay.
Oh, because it's a...
Darling, you've encountered this thing enough to where, like...
Fuck that guy.
No.
Ooh.
Okay.
See, this is where all the rolls earlier. It's like, let's just
Exactly.
bring you in.
Roll
and
a
just
D10 for me.
Ooh.
Oh, that's not bad.
I'll take that.
Better than it could have been. A big old 1-2.
But you see,
This is not so much for encountering the unknown, but, like, this is a very bad situation.
Yeah.
So, Benny,
It's like just
your first immediate thought, because you had some talks with Andre, so you know that the structural integrity of the house is part of the components that keep the portal stable.
We lost the game.
So,
Not yet.
if that portion of the house, and not necessarily just the closet, but that portion of the house, because essentially like sigils were drawn on walls and things like that. In fact, like excuse me, certain like decorations were put up in certain arrangements to, you know, have it be there and be stable. If too much of the house upstairs is damaged, then the portal will collapse.
So we have to get in that portal fast. Without destroying the upstairs.
Fight it.
I don't think that's a good idea. Some of you may die. That's a sacrifice I'm willing to make.
Going to bound upstairs
Okay.
with as much as my movement rate of 9 will let me.
Okay.
you skip 2 stairs, like
Yeah.
you long leggy it.
So
Yeah.
I'll say that you get up the stairs and you're at the top of the staircase. Down the hall, you can see this creature, which you know has the like smoke still billowing off of it, and it's like looking left and right, kind of like sniffing the air.
Can I shoot at it?
It doesn't have eyes, does it?
It has like very small eyes.
Can I shoot at it with my
Yeah.
carbine? Because I'm an idiot and do stupid things now. Nope. Miss.
All right. So, you know, you fire and the shot just kind of like goes wild. And when you do that, it definitely sees you.
Mm-hmm.
And it gets down on all fours and begins to charge towards you. So, Bo, you didn't necessarily take a turn So I'll let you go ahead and intercede if you'd like.
I'm fast though.
Can I use like
Just like cartoon style, like a bulge.
Because like it doesn't have a big dex. It has a pretty small-ish dex. So I imagine. What's your dex?
55?
Oh.
My dex sucks. I'm slow. I hit things, Brian. That is all.
So
dex
it
is
does
high.
technically get to go before you. I know your dex is higher than his.
Yeah.
Yours is what, like 80?
85.
Yeah. And Darlene, yours is like
60.
okay, yeah.
I am slow.
Benny is swift.
So it is going to rush towards Benny. This is bad news Benny hours. Very bad news Benny hours. First off, you do get to roll a delicious sanity.
Low ass sanity.
And although this is technically for seeing it for the first time, we'll say that it's the situation where it's probably about to gore you with its massive horn.
I failed. I failed.
Okay, you do roll a 1d10, but you take half damage because you're a believer. So yeah, you take 2 sanity. What does that bring you down to?
22.
Okay, cool. My eventual
Tasty.
goal of breaking Benny's sanity draws
Tasty.
closer every day.
Tasty.
Alright, so it's going to run at you and try and gore you with its horn. That's what it do. That is what it do.
Can I dodge?
You can try to dodge, yeah. That is an option. So if you roll versus its dodge, you have 2 options when you're targeted in combat. Melee combat.
Yeah, dodge and fight back.
Dodge and fight back. So you're
I'm not going to fight back. I want to dodge.
Okay, so you're going to try and dodge.
Try to
So essentially, this is an opposed roll. It's going to try and beat you with its horny.
Failed.
Boy, why did I say that?
I failed.
It does succeed.
Great.
Okay.
-5 though. I got that going for me.
Okay.
Roll the damage, Brian.
Yeah.
We might
So
lose Benny.
Well, I got luck.
it does.
How much luck?
52.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Right there, Brian. We're not trying to bust our eardrums out.
Oh boy, I'm rolling really goodly.
Goodly?
So can you keep track of that? I've got 1 6.
13 so far.
Okay, so 6, 7, 2,
15.
Oh my god.
6.
21. -5!
Oh Jesus. So I think this is like the first time that Benny's been hit hard.
Oh yeah, I got hit once in Brazil.
Yeah, we brought the ceiling down on his head.
So Bo, you round the corner just in time to see this thing gore Benny
So
with its horn.
I do get to subtract the 5, right?
Yeah, and actually I think even in Pulp Cthulhu, this is, if you are brought down to 0, that is technically a death.
Okay,
I
well it's not
believe.
with so it's 21 -5, which is 16. So it doesn't kill me.
Oh, I thought you said -5.
Because I have the little silver thing.
Oh, I thought you said your health was
No.
-5. I'm like, well,
No.
technically Benny's
No.
dead.
No. It's subtract. I get to subtract 5 from the damage.
Okay, cool.
So it doesn't kill me. It just
Yeah.
most likely knocks me out. Most likely knocks me out. So I have to roll a Constitution check
Yes.
to not lose consciousness.
81?
No.
All right, so this is straight up that scene from the first Lord of the Rings where the troll, like...
Well, points of hell.
where the troll, like, stabs, you know, Frodo with the spear, and Frodo does the whole, like, melodramatic thing and just apparently dies, and then everyone's like, oh no, Frodo dead, and then they lift his shirt and it's mithril. So Benny does go unconscious, and this creature just sort of, like, shakes its head, getting, like, having
Flips.
that, yeah, like, flips him off, not flips him off.
Flips him off.
Yeah, shoots him the quadruple bird. But yeah,
It's a
it
launch
flings
of
him across the room. And you see Benny's corpse hit the wall and then just slump down.
Damn. Well, Benny, it was nice knowing you.
So, Bo, it is your turn to act.
Question, because I know I had it. Do I also have this chain on? The armor?
Yeah, I think everybody has that
Except Darlene.
All right.
Well, I just gotta land another dynamite and we're
I'm assuming all I have on me is like this gun and my brass nuts.
Yeah.
Cool.
Oh shit, Parker's there.
So
Parker's helpful.
Is this thing like
Sure.
like facing him right now?
Mm-hmm.
Boom. Fucking shirt off.
Still wearing the silver.
Chain. Or yeah. On top of this motherfucker.
Okay, so are you gonna punch it?
Yep.
You have a battle axe.
He said I'd have it on me.
You son of a bitch, go get it.
Hold on, you wait.
I don't know
right here.
I don't know if I brought it to the Pemberton house or not.
No.
That's what got me loosely lost from the last time we played.
You do also have your ghost gun as well.
I don't have the stat. We didn't write the stats down for it, so I'm assuming my notes do more.
I mean, mostly because you'll definitely hit the nugs. So do
Yeah,
that.
so I'm just gonna run at my brass notes.
Okay.
I don't think my flame mace is here.
I mean,
So
where'd you take?
I can't
Now,
remember.
I will let you know.
I
if
think we left it there because we was coming back from just the funeral. Well, bad can happen.
Well, no, it was brought with you. Everything that, because what he said was you definitely brought it with you to this, so it's in the house somewhere.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to. Well, I'm gonna do a quick look around upstairs and
Okay.
if I can find my flame mace, because I don't think.
So I
have
will
it
say this: you
downstairs.
can retrieve if you want to take a turn to retrieve it, you can, but that is your turn. Okay. So yeah, you spend a turn
Cool.
Benny just got gored, but you're gonna try and find your weapon before you initiate this thing, which probably good. I don't think that brass knuckles would be very effective against.
That's why. But I was like, yeah, if I find that, yeah, I'll do that.
Okay. So Parker,
Yes.
you hear shit's going down upstairs, and you
No,
hear Faust
calm
just swearing under his breath, and he looks over at you and he's, should I keep the barrier up? What am I doing?
I guess he's gonna point at Benny and says, "Get him out. Get him to safety."
I mean, Benny's upstairs. You guys don't know what happened to him.
You guys,
I thought.
Yeah,
he,
you're downstairs.
I thought he
Darlene's
flung
upstairs.
you downstairs.
No. That would've
Gotcha.
been, falling there, just tumbling down
Yeah,
the stairs.
live like.
He wakes
Okay.
up and goes back to unconscious on his step.
Yeah.
I'm up.
Yeah. I'm okay.
The
Okay.
handsome Squidward.
Wow, Benny, you changed. Okay, so I guess he's going to say "fuck the door." Don't really, Faust.
Faust walks in the alright then. Zip.
Ooh. Forget the barrier. We have to get upstairs. We have to see what's happening.
Okay. He nods, drops the barrier, and then starts moving with you upstairs.
Mm-hmm. Is Ingrid cold? Where's he?
Outside still,
Okay.
as far as you know.
Whatever
He hasn't
his
had a
name
chance
is.
to come through.
Yeah. So he might just. We put the barrier down. Hello. Maybe. All right. So I guess we're going upstairs.
Where are the artifacts, by the way? This is a good point of order. Who has those on them?
Who did have them?
we did have one.
The girls did.
Yeah, Darlene had one.
Darlene, I think she had two, didn't she? She had the two for the doll,
Mm-hmm.
and then I think Izzy has the other.
Okay.
Because her and Parker went. Either her or Parker has that shit.
Okay. Then you'll have to decide on is it her or is it Parker?
I guess Izzy, because Parker doesn't know anything about it really.
Benny would not have had one.
I mean, he does know, but yeah.
Yeah.
So
He knows. I mean, they filled him in.
Yeah,
On what these
and
things
he
are.
saw the vision, but he doesn't really have a connection to it.
So, yeah, you go upstairs with Faust. At the top of the stairs, the thing is blocking your path. It is in the hallway in front of any progress board. What are you gonna do?
Guess I'm gonna do what I do best. I'm gonna shoot it. I can't remember. I don't think he has a Tommy gun on him, does he? It would be in his jacket if so. So he'd have to pull it out.
You can still pull it out, can't you?
Does that like? So he could pull out his Tommy gun from his magic pocket.
Drawing a weapon is
Let's be
considered
honest.
a free
You
action.
had your Tommy gun out.
That's true.
Like, why wouldn't you? You knew you
I'm
were
pretty
going to
sure.
get into a
Yeah,
fight.
true. Okay, so
Drawing a weapon is considered free action.
Also,
Unless-
by the way, on your next turn, if you want to spend luck to become conscious, I'll let you spend luck to become conscious.
How much luck? 10?
Yeah, seems fair.
Okay.
I'm gonna shoot.
Honestly,
Okay.
I'll just probably stay unconscious.
I just don't want you to necessarily sit out an entire fight, but that's up to you. You are safe
It's
and
okay.
conscious.
It's okay, you guys.
Well,
just keep fighting.
Benny is not the fighter
That's
of the
true.
party. So honestly, I'm at my safest unconscious.
That's true.
All right, roll.
I'll see you in Star Wars.
Shoot. Roll the shoot.
All right, roll to shoot.
Okay. That's a fail. Holy
How
fuck.
is that possible? You failed?
I failed. I have a 95 and rolled a 97.
This is going very poorly for you guys.
What the fuck?
So, Parker.
Well, you get to shoot more than once, don't you?
I don't think it's on a single turn.
Oh, okay.
I can do multiple rounds, but I have to actually succeed.
Yeah.
I got you.
And also, you have to kind of like specify, like, I'm gonna
Shoot so many rounds.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna shoot someone.
He was just gonna spray and pray. Just
Okay. Yeah, so it's weird because this is such a big target. You spray bullets, and I think it's not necessarily that you miss. You just don't land any shots that are meaningful. Like they hit this thing in the arms,
Mm-hmm.
hit it in like the the back of the shoulders because it's currently like facing where Benny was.
Yeah.
Or where Benny landed.
Yeah.
So he's kind of like to his side. So it doesn't hurt it, but it definitely alerts it, and it turns and looks down the stairs at both you and Faust. And then it gets down on all fours. Looks like it's preparing to charge.
Down the stairs? Good.
No, it gets down on all fours and looks down the stairs at you.
Oh. I just mean like it's getting ready to charge.
Yeah.
Is it gonna like carefully climb down the stairs?
Yeah, it's gonna do like that dog walk. Like it's not like this is the first time it came up against stairs. It's gonna sit there and be like, "Wait, did you have this prepared?
Yes.
How did you know? How did you know?"
That.
I'm upset that you knew that this was gonna happen.
You're welcome.
But
Continue. Did you have this prepared? I did for like 20 minutes. No, but still.
Oh god. Okay, so that brings us back to Benny, who's bleeding on the floor.
Yeah.
I guess
I'm
you're gonna
going to remain unconscious.
remain unconscious. Got it.
Like Shikamaru, he's like.
Yeah. once the threat has passed.
We're literally gonna be like, Benny, are you okay? He's like, I've been awake the whole time.
Yeah. Once the
Was I gone?
Once the threat is not on top of me, that's when I will regain consciousness through the power of magic, and I will make him.
So, Darlene.
Yes, it's me. Oh boy.
What you doing?
I'll use a grenade.
So I know it's not technically a rule in this system, but Shadowrun has a rule called Chunky
Yeah,
Salsa.
chunky salsa. Yeah. Chunky salsa is because like fragmentation grenades, they will bounce back. So like it's a bunch of shadow runners like stuck in a vault, and someone just tosses a frag grenade in. No matter, like, we can roll all day, you're all dead.
Because it just keeps
They
bouncing.
just bounce back.
Yeah.
Well.
Until the Shadowrunners are chunky salsa. It's called the chunky salsa rule.
Yep.
It's just like we're not rolling for damage. That would instantly kill you.
Yes.
I'm glad that you knew that reference.
Yes.
And I actually think they liken it to dropping a grenade in a like a lockbox with a baby inside, because it's Shadowrun. But anyways,
I could use a pipe bomb.
I am right there.
Okay.
Maybe one of the situations where explosives are not the answer.
Yeah.
One of the few situations.
Yeah, I know. Alright, so I guess she's going to sneak over. She's not going to sneak over. She's just going to run over to Benny and try and get him stabilized.
So, just to paint the picture for you, this creature is like...
Oh, it's close.
Yeah, like if...
And it's standing on top of me.
If Gage is a creature, then Steven is the Benny.
Is the Benny
Yeah,
on?
it's like within.
Okay, I'm not going to do that.
It looks like it's standing right on top of me.
I'm gonna...
And granted, it is looking down the stairs, so it might not notice you.
If I were bow sized, I would push this fucker down the stairs. But I'm Darlene sized. I'd be like,
I just like the idea of this thing dying by falling down the stairs. Like,
Grayla. Oh fuck.
Not a bad idea, actually.
Hey, if you can figure out a way for me to do it and not kill Benny.
But. Do something.
Yeah. I don't know what to do because there's nothing really I
are we
can
gonna get
do.
to say that line?
What?
Oh my God, you killed Benny. You bastard.
I have at least 52 look.
That's funny. I guess she is going to attempt to get the group into the room with the closet, the gate.
Okay.
So she's just going to very quietly tell the group, we have to get out of here.
Okay, so that being Ruth,
Izzy,
Izzy, and Annabelle.
Annabelle, yes. I always get Annabeth and Anna.
Yeah, Annabelle looks so confused and so upset.
We may need to blindfold her.
Like, her daughter turned to dust,
And then materialized right there.
then rematerialized, and now the house is under attack.
Yeah, we probably need to blindfold her because if she goes out there, she might scream. So, Darlene's going to do that. She's going to just put this on.
You know,
Just
she's
tear
like,
off a
"What's-
piece of the
What's
sheet.
going on? Is Benny in trouble with the mob?" Just, like, as you're, like, walking her through the hallway.
Yes, exactly. Like, shh. You have to get out now, so we're going to play the quiet game, okay, Ruth?
Ruth, like, is fully aware of what's
yeah.
up. Like, she's like, this guy again.
Yeah. But Darlene's still going to be like, we're going to play the quiet game.
Yeah.
Okay, shh.
So yeah, you guys move. I'm not gonna make you roll a stealth because it is entirely focused on the people that just shot at it.
Yeah. Okay, nice. My stealth ain't the worst thing.
So that brings us back to Bo. You now have your flaming flail.
The
Shirt
waist.
has now officially came off. We're gonna
The
charge.
second shirt.
We're going to charge this fucker and swing with all my might.
All right.
You're gonna ignite it into flames?
I think
on.
to my knowledge, when it hits it, just like magically does fire damage. If I have to ignite it, I will.
Yeah, you say like a trigger word now.
Yeah.
Flame on.
Uh,
Or trigger word. Just
yeah,
trigger word.
Trigger warning.
So I say trigger word, and I run in and just fucking
Trigger.
smack his fucking.
I just love that the
What's the trigger word?
Oh.
Trigger word.
exactly. It's like you have to give it
49,
a trigger
and
word
I needed a
to
50,
ignite it.
so that passes.
Nice.
So hard success?
No.
Oh,
So
no.
regular
I need a
success.
He
50.
was 1 point off.
It does
from-
not have the
fail.
chance to dodge. However, it will take the chance to fight back. Now, if it succeeds a fight
I
back,
thought they both used the same action.
not sure.
To my knowledge, it was looking down the stairs.
Yeah, no, what
Yeah.
I'm saying is, like, if it can't dodge, then it also can't fight back.
No, it can. It's just like creatures can't. Monsters typically can't dodge.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
They can fight back. So
'Cause
like,
I know another thing
shooting at them is a fairly safe move.
I know another thing is it doesn't have any attack actions for this turn.
Yeah, it has.
If it had,
Four
yeah, I mean, it can go.
However, it didn't have anyone. Like, it wasn't going to just like gore you with its horn and then beat the shit out of your unconscious
That's fine.
body.
But he's done.
Yeah, like he's out. Their goal is not to kill everyone here.
Just to get the artifact.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
so like once you're out of a fight, it's not gonna waste because that's like attacks.
I mean, that's all. I just
Yeah.
wanted.
So
I just wanted to make sure.
It's
that
going to attempt to fight back. Now, if it succeeds,
it doesn't win. It has to get a hard success.
Yeah, it has to beat you. And I want to say, if I remember the fight back rules.
I'm gonna pause it.
Okay.
Roll your.
All right, so
Fight
it's going to
back.
roll a fight back. This is just its normal fighting because it only gets that horn gore once per turn. That's its big scary move. 86 does not succeed. So it turns just at the last moment and tries to slap you out of the way, but you come in under the arm and hit it right in the ribs. So go ahead and roll damage.
Yeah.
Remember, you do have
I'm collecting on my dice.
fire damage.
When I roll this twice.
Which we'll say that fire damage bypasses its armor.
Soak.
Alright, so
It's got Pierce. I've been playing the Genesis system, and it
And it
has the
uses
same
those,
exact
yeah.
rules. So
10. I got
Okay.
plus 1. 13.
so
3
which-
fire. 3 is fire.
3 is fire.
Yes.
Okay, so that 3 is automatically reduced, and then the other one was how much?
10.
10. Okay, so 5 damage total. All right.
Not bad though.
Now hitting it does make it
Yeah, it does make it fall down the stairs.
All right.
sweet.
So you see this thing.
Will it
like-
take any stair damage?
Actually, it is going to take
Falling
falling damage, which I believe is 1d10 per 10 feet. How tall is this staircase?
50 feet.
120.
Actually, it's a grand staircase.
120 feet.
We're still building it.
I would say
Go
it's
straight
like,
down. Go straight down to Hollow Earth. This is like a
I would
spiral
say-
staircase.
I would
Exactly.
say I would say it's at least 10.
Oh, at least 10 feet. Okay, I wasn't sure if it was like a 20 or 30 foot. Like what sort of?
It's a grand staircase, and it comes down and loops to the side, and then
Mm-hmm.
spirals, and then it shoots off into the pool, and then
Yeah.
Of lava.
yeah.
I want to say
And-
10 to 15 if we're being generous. 20.
Okay. So we'll just roll a 1d10 then for the falling.
Yeah, because
damage.
we're in the Tennessee house, so
6. So
Would falling damage go
I'm gonna.
through?
So what I'm gonna say, because I think the way that armor works, and this is gonna work for you guys the same way, which may save your lives in the future, is that it is every source of damage. So every single bullet gets reduced
Okay.
by armor. So it doesn't actually take damage from falling.
it's just out of sorts.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely a little bit dizzy and sort of confused as to where it is. So I'll say that it has a negative 20 on its dex, so it's gonna go after pretty much everybody. As it's on the ground, just come over and start kicking it.
Yeah.
That is
How
a
do you like it,
success if
man?
I've ever heard one.
So yeah, Parker, this thing comes tumbling down the stairs,
I just
which
pushed
is
Faust out of the
it's
way.
a sight to see. This thing's 12 feet tall, just hunk of monster just tumbling down head over heels. At one point, its horn sticks into one stair and it does the flip over the horn.
Yeah.
And it rips a section of the stairway
Yeah.
out.
As it's falling, do I hear dee 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 as I'm running from it, or
Yeah.
Okay, so ooh,
We
yeah,
now owe-
I push Faust out of the way.
We now owe Disney all of the money that.
Yeah, that's true. This entire series just got taken by Disney.
My bad. You can edit it out. It's okay.
See y'all on Star Wars.
Disney said,
Oh God.
"Oh Lord,
Anyway, what's Parker doing?
hey, you can do a cover. You
What's
can't-
Parker doing?
Getting out of the way. He's dodging.
Okay, so you're fine. You don't
Okay.
You were technically at the bottom of the stairs.
Yeah.
Essentially.
It gave me some time to get out of the way as it was hurtling towards me.
Yeah. So that brings us to, I believe, Parker's turn.
So I don't know.
Yeah.
I think.
So Bo, you
I
want?
have a slow dex either way.
Yeah.
He is staying unconscious, so he would
Oh,
go first.
yeah.
So
So it's
Oh, wait,
either
okay.
Parker or Darling.
Okay. I'll do
Darling
Darlene.
just throws a grenade down.
What
I don't want to kill Benny, but I don't give a shit
What about
this.
Lady Erin? Does Lady Erin get a turn?
Oh shit, Lady Erin. Yeah, she's downstairs. She looks at this thing. She's looking a little bit apprehensive about trying to rush it with a sword. But now that it's down on the ground, she's like, hell yeah, I'll go and stab this thing. So yeah, she's gonna run over and try and stab it with the sword.
Stab or swing? What kind of sword is it?
It's like it's probably more like a claymore, so I guess more of an overhead
Swing, yeah.
more of an overhead chop.
Yes. Barbarian.
Hiya.
Damn!
That's a 5. Technically, that's an extreme success, and it is technically going to try and fight back, because it can still do that, even though it's, actually now it can't. It's out of actions. I think that's what you did. Technically, mechanically, you took away its actions by knocking it down the stairs.
Get
So yeah, she's just going to hit it. So that's going to be on the 8, I believe, is sword damage.
I don't know.
Pretty sure.
Yeah,
Sure.
that's what I have on mine.
Oh, okay, that's an 8.
Plus plus her.
Yeah, plus
body.
her damage bonus, which is at +2.
No, plus damage
No.
bonus is 1d something or.
No, it's
I'm no, 'cause mine is like 1d6 damage bonus.
1d6 damage. So hers is probably 1d4.
It's 1d3, I think, if it's like higher than normal.
Wow.
Jesus Christ. Just rolling all the good dice for her. So yeah, she runs over, and that is a total of 12 damage that she deals to it as she does an overhead swing and like chops off one of the smaller arms.
Nice.
Take a strong hand.
Take a strong hand.
Alright, so that is. See, it's 12?
Is it looking good still?
12
it's missing an
minus
arm.
11. Or sorry.
And some
9. I'm
fingers.
so bad at math. That's 3, so.
How are you bad at math?
12 minus
You
9?
play tabletop.
Yeah, it's 3.
Yeah.
Cool. So it looks like it's definitely getting roughed up pretty badly. You guys have been kind of ruffle stomping it.
All thanks to Benny.
Yep.
Alright, Darlene is going to go grab Benny and try and like get them to help drag him into
Okay.
the closet.
Okay. So yeah, you drag Benny. That is Darlene's turn. You said dragging him
Yeah,
to
like
the-
SpongeBob, heave! We drag him into the closet. So, well, yeah, we're just in the closet waiting for everyone.
So
because-
Benny, you're like, I imagine, partially conscious as you're being dragged.
Ow! Ow!
Splinter.
Darlene has medical background, so she can
Yeah.
assist any way she can. So,
He got a hole in him.
yeah, she didn't learn that in medical school. She's like, I went to school to be a nurse. I don't know how to deal with this.
So
Parker.
Parker, you're
Yes.
the last one aside from Faust. He's gonna do some Fausty things.
I'm excited. All right, he is going to shoot it at point blank. Just
Okay. So how many bullets?
That's a good question.
How many bullets?
I'm gonna do
Because you have a max that you can do.
50. So
I'm pretty sure you can't do 50 bullets in one turn.
I think
no,
it
it's
is
3 different bursts.
half of your skill. I think that's what we did. Or 1/5 of your
Yeah,
your
1/5
guns.
of your guns
Yeah.
is how many bullets you can do in a burst.
Up to 1/5 of your
Yeah.
guns.
But if you miss, then those are all a miss. Not
Yeah.
that you would ever miss. Except last turn when you did.
Fucked me up, I'm not gonna lie. I don't know who I am anymore. I am
You
going
just
to
throw your
do.
gun out of the. Like, I can't use it anymore. It's broken.
Just quit Sudoku.
The gun's jammed. Commit seppuku with a Tommy gun.
I guess technically possible. I'm gonna commit Sudoku. Alright, I'm gonna do a burst. You said 1/5, so it'd be 19 bullets.
Jesus.
So I'm gonna do.
Say hello to my little friend.
Yes, I'm gonna do that.
Okay, and you're doing this point blank.
Yes.
Alright, so I'm gonna give you a boost because it is on the ground, feet away from you, so it's really hard to miss.
Yeah. So it's. That's already a success. That's a success.
Okay.
So.
And I believe it's assumed that half of the bullets hit on a regular success.
Yeah.
Okay, so half of 19. So just roll your damage for one bullet, essentially.
plus 2, so 3.
That's rough.
That is rough.
If you want to roll more, because like how many is it? 19.
Yeah.
It would be 9 that hit.
Yeah, 9 that hit. So if you want to sit there and it's up to you if you want to roll each individual bullet, because technically that is how they operate. It's just a lot of bullets to roll.
Yeah.
But that first one does not do damage.
Can I just do times 10, or times 10 times 9 or whatever?
Well, it would be each individual bullet does damage. That's what he's saying is
Yeah.
since each individual bullet does damage, none of those hit. None of those do damage.
Yeah. Like if they all do 3 damage, then none of them do damage.
Because it's so.
Yeah, because it has 9
Yeah,
armor.
just do like overall is what I'm saying. Like,
So times 3 by 9.
yeah, tally it up and just be like, that is my total. That's what I was saying.
What would that be? 3 times
9, 27.
27. Ugh, that's a lot of
And
damage.
then that's however you want to do it. Like, I don't know.
How about this? Roll one more.
Okay.
So that's a 10.
Yes.
So we'll say that half of them do 10, half of them do 3.
Okay.
So the ones that do, that's half of 9 is round up.
Isn't
Go
it
4.
plus 2 though?
Yeah.
So it is 12.
12. So
Yeah.
6.
So
and 6.
4 does
Oh god, the math.
4 does 12. 4 does 3. And then there's a spare one.
We'll say the spare one does, we'll say that it does 12. So the ones that do 12 actually do 3. So that's 3 times 4, which is 12. Cool. God, math.
Lost over 2.
Math. So
That
that's
was so much. I've never done that ever. What happened?
the automatic fire is complicated. Okay.
I don't feel like it was that complicated when we ran it
Well,
with.
last time we didn't have armor figured in. There was no armor, so it's just
True.
like, yeah, you do this much damage, and it's an insane amount of
Yeah.
damage because getting
See,
shot
yeah.
with a Tommy gun just kills you. Like, you don't survive.
Yeah. See, because I thought we were just going to take it off the total.
Tommy gun.
No, it's each individual
It's a,
bullet.
a Chicago typewriter, as they call it.
I don't know.
Or what they call it, something singer. I forget what it is. Anyway.
Benny is unconscious. Well, Faust gets to go. Then Benny. Then Benny's unconscious.
Yeah.
Okay.
Darlene is going to attempt to
But
get him
Faust gets to
stable.
go first.
So,
I know, I'm just saying later.
this is how this looks. You walk over, Parker, and you put the Tommy gun up against this thing's head as it's, like, thrashing around trying to stand up. Do you have any like, cool one-liner?
Not really.
Not really.
Anybody want to assist me? Get fucked? Get fucked, you. What's that movie? Little Soldiers? You little soldier reject. Brian liked that one. Anyway. No, just get fucked.
Okay. Yeah, you just walk over, say get fucked, and unload an entire clip into this thing's head. And to its credit, a lot of those bullets just bounce off his thick skull. But enough of them go through where it lets out sort of a groan and then slumps onto the ground.
Cool.
And then immediately collapses into a soup of red moss.
Delicious.
We killed it?
Yes.
It was getting pretty rough, and you did 12 damage overall.
Boy, I did 12 damage. Hey, again, I'm gonna. That soup. That's some good soup. No. That face. I'll go for ringsies though. Okay. Well, we killed one. We just have to find the smiling dude. Is he still out there?
You don't know.
Can I? Well, I'll check later. I've done my turn. So whoever.
So,
Benny.
Benny, Bo,
Faust gets to go first.
Faust
Excuse me. That was gross. I apologize.
is going to stepping around the puddle,
Wow,
and then make his
Faust.
way up the stairs.
Really? That's what grosses him out? I'm surprised. I feel like this man's seen some shit and that's what grosses him out.
Benny's unconscious. So Benny's still sleeping.
Benny's taking a nap.
Yeah.
The eternal
It's
sleep.
Benny's nap time. So Faust makes his way up the stairs. At this point, we're gonna break initiative just because like there's not an active combat going on.
Mm-hmm.
I want to be like, what the fuck is going on?
There's like bits of the building kind of like falling in here and there.
Yeah.
Getting up the stairs is tricky because like a lot of the stairs have just been straight up taken out by this thing falling down them.
We are carefully climbing the steps. Parker throws up his arms and goes, I don't know.
Okay. What are we?
He doesn't know.
What are we doing now?
I don't know. We need to find the girls and see what's going on.
That is the game plan.
Parker has no idea about Benny, does he? He didn't see that. He just saw the thing.
I'm unconscious, dude.
So
I'm just sitting here.
you saw it, so we probably need to check on Benny.
Yes, I'm gonna like go to where Benny is and be like,
They're in the closet now.
so I'm gonna go to the closet and something. Hey, Benny?
Is unconscious.
I know this. Do we have something that can make him not unconscious?
Smelling salts.
That would technically work.
What?
Smelling salts.
Oh. Benny, your clothes are dirty. You're covered in blood.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to wake Benny up with something.
Yeah, like I said, Darlene, I guess I need to roll a medicine because Darlene is attempting to keep him afloat. Yeah, it's not working.
Would you like to push it?
And
So pushing it, you could. Now, are you trying to stabilize him or bring him back to consciousness?
stabilize him.
Okay.
I mean, I'm not dying. I'm
So
unconscious.
he is losing blood, right? And you could. Well, like he said, he is unconscious. He's not technically taking damage.
Mm-hmm.
This is going to, if you succeed, recover him some health and bring him back to consciousness. However, if you fail, he will lose some health. So you're attempting to, bandage the wound and kind of, slap some water on his cheeks or whatever, get him awake.
Yeah.
Because you guys kind of need to get moving.
Yeah.
So, up to you if you want to push it. Succeeding will get him some health back and bring him back up. Failing will deal some damage to him.
I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to be responsible for Benny's death. Not my hands. Not my hands. So, panicked. She's going to we need to get him to the hospital. We hear crickets. Wow. Chirp.
Probably.
Chirp.
I guess I'll pick.
Everyone
Benny
is
up.
everyone is now upstairs in the room where the portal is.
I'll pick Benny up on my shoulders and be like, or not my shoulders, but over his shoulder and be like,
Which is, of course, what you want to do to someone who has a gaping fucking hole in their stomach.
Bridal style, then.
I guess go through the portal.
He'll be fine. Yeah.
All right. So where are you guys going?
Hospital.
Yeah, I'll just follow behind everybody carrying him. Because I'm
Just thinking of a hospital, just
So,
any hospital.
As you're walking along once again, because you don't have a destination set in mind, just hundreds of different branching pathways are popping up.
Trying to find a hospital. It's all
I'm,
I'm thinking.
I'm following the crowd with this one.
All right, so you just begin following one branch for a long time and find yourselves outside of. Knoxville General? I don't know if that's actually a thing, but we'll say that it is. Knoxville General Hospital. Sure.
That's the only hospital I know in that general area.
I might walk in.
And at this point, I will pass the reins to you.
Oh, fun.
Congratulations.
All of it. You're good to go.
All right. So pretty much we're just going to pick up where they arrive at the hospital.
Wherever you want to pick up, be it immediately afterwards or several days after Benny having recovered or 3 days beforehand. Completely unrelated events.
Because with
Entirely
hospital,
different characters.
Yes.
because it's two hit points a day and then 1d3 for medical attention.
I think it's 1d4, but yeah.
Okay.
I don't think there's any 1d3s in this system.
No, punching is 1d3.
Oh, yeah. God, I hate 1d3. Why? Why?
I thought it was 1d3.
I know, I have a personal vendetta
No, I'm
against the dice that doesn't exist.
They
So
have. They're really weird looking.
we can.
All right. So go ahead. I'll say that you've been there at least overnight. Like it's the next morning.
That's 2 out of the gate.
Imagine the doctors. Fuck.
2 out of the
Wow.
gate.
Rhino attack.
Hunting accident.
So that brings me up to 7 hit points.
Yeah, looking better. Not great, but better.
Not on the verge of
I
death.
say 1 more night, at least.
Well, I'm not gonna make you do anything like immediately.
Chill.
Yes. So
Okay, so overnight.
yeah, overnight.
Still hurt.
Yeah. You end up waking up and there's a letter at your bedside.
What is it?
It's addressed to Friends of Selena.
What does it say?
Open it up and it says, Dear friends of Selena, we've met before and my name is Eleanor Taylor. I believe I have a lead that may interest you. Please contact me any way you can with the following address, or feel free to meet me at the address as well.
So I'm going to spend another day in the hospital.
That's fine.
So
We're just going to gather everyone.
as they're like resting, is he's gonna kind of like gather the remaining survivors.
Everyone's
Whatever-
survived so far.
Yeah, whatever we're calling our little group of misadventurers,
I don't even know at this point.
excluding probably maybe Ruth and
Annabelle? Yeah. Could just send them home, but
they're not really in the loop. So what are we gonna do with these artifact things? Like, those things are gonna chase us while we have them, right? Or at least that guy. He's still alive.
But if we end up giving them to them, then that'll end the world
Well,
faster.
I'm definitely not saying we give them up. I'm just saying, like, what do we do with them now? Are we just going to... Because, like, I feel kind of nervous sitting here and waiting while Benny recovers. Because, like, what if those things show up at the hospital?
Do you think we can make a phony?
Maybe.
Just maybe they take it, they go back. By the time they learn that it's not real, that'll give us a little space to around, or at least figure out.
They seem really good at tracking them down. I'm not sure if they would be fooled. We could try.
I don't think they would fall for a phony. They seemed pretty otherworldly.
Okay. Just a thought. What would happen if we destroy them? Can we destroy them?
I think we might need them.
What for?
Well, say the good old Judgment Day happens.
Uh-huh.
That might be the only thing that stops it.
If I fat finger the heat,
You've got a point.
Maybe.
I guess so. I'm just, like I said, I feel a little bit worried just sitting here waiting for them to show up again.
Well,
It's not as big an issue if we're on the move, I guess. But
I have been stabbed in the
I understand.
stomach.
No, I get that. I'm not saying we need to, immediately move
At
you.
least one more day, please.
It's up to you guys. But
So I think in an effort, just because Izzy's a little bit paranoid with like having dealt with these things before, So what if I take them with me and just like drive around town? Like, just don't stay in the same place. And, give Benny some time to recover.
If you want, I can accompany you.
Yeah, that'd work.
Might make you feel safer.
Yeah. I mean, if we're in a car too, you're a much better driver than I am. So,
Oh, absolutely.
if it shows up, we can just, drive away really fast.
I'll even let you throw a grenade if you want.
I would love that.
Yes. High five.
Okay, so that's what Izzy and Darlene will be doing then, I suppose. While Benny recovers, it's just like trying to make sure they don't have a good lead on where we are.
Yeah. Yeah. Pretty much. If you want to stay another day, you can.
One more day, and
Okay.
we'll call, because that brings me up to 10, which
Alright. It's decent, yeah.
good enough.
Did you roll a medical recovery?
Yeah, I rolled a 1.
Well, you get one for each day.
I know. I rolled a 1.
Oh, you rolled another one?
Mhm.
No.
Yeah, see, that tasty little...
Oh, delicious.
Plus the 2, so... Ideally, it won't immediately start up being...
We're fighting 100 people with Tommy guns,
but
and they all have 100 in shooting.
But I am going to show everyone the letter.
Alright.
Be like, well, it looks like we've got another lead.
I've never heard of an Eleanor Taylor.
Maybe we met her, or the other us met her.
That's a good point. It could have been the other us.
Yeah, and they just assume that, they don't realize that it's...
If you want to spend another day in the hospital, I can go talk to her.
Oh wait, no, Izzy wasn't there for that. Never mind.
I
was
think
gonna ask Bo how the whole thing went with his house, but
Yeah. I think I'll be fine. I think I'll be, I don't think that I'm going to get shot at in the next day.
do you just have like a hole now, just like straight through?
I'm just going to take off my glove and be like,
No, I mean like
Not
in your
new.
stomach.
I don't think so.
Benny cheese. There's some Benny cheese right here. Full of holes.
But we'll leave, tomorrow for this address.
And it's in New York.
Okay. But maybe Annabelle and Ruth should go home, because apparently we are drawing attention to ourselves.
I agree.
Do we want to like make sure they're not in danger? I mean, I don't know if these things would use people we care about against us, but like if they captured them,
I believe it only cares about the artifact.
yeah, I'm just
So-
saying like if it seems pretty smart, right? Or smart enough to try and trick us to come in and just take it, right? That was its first plan.
Do you think it's smart enough to locate them?
That's a good point. If they don't have it might not be able to find them.
I might have an idea, but does anyone happen to have a phone handy?
We'll just have Faust babysit.
We can get to a phone. 'Cause, we are in a hospital.
I'm going to call the president.
He's like that card. Like I said, we'll just leave Faust to babysit. Nothing wrong could happen.
I'll call the president.
God, that's its own spin-off series right there.
And leave,
Faust the babysitter.
and maybe
It's
he
Gru.
can,
He's just Gru.
and maybe he can, put a detail on them for now.
Yeah, that's fair.
All right, so
Ow. My stomach.
So that's what I'm going to do.
Are you sure you can do it on an empty stomach?
Funny.
He's one of our hilarious.
all right, so yeah,
Parker made a pun. Or joke, not
Don't want to call the president with my hotline number.
The hotline. Yeah, I assume there's a way for us to bring a phone or get you to a phone.
Oh yeah, it was a hospital.
Well, yeah, but I'm saying, is there one that you can use as a patron of the hospital, not like an employee?
No, I can just go out and ask for a phone. Can I borrow a phone? Cool.
Yes. Going to an employee and asking?
Yeah.
Okay, yes.
And then just...
Of course, down the hall and to the left.
Is it a private?
It's probably
Like
an office,
okay.
yeah.
And I'm going to call
the phone. I need to call the president.
Yeah.
You pick it up, it's like a PA. Mr. President?
And I'm gonna dial the number that I have.
Okay.
And call the president.
Alright. Do you want to run Fairchild President?
I suppose.
Fairchild?
Yeah.
You're free to. I can do it, but...
So yeah, the phone rings a couple times. This is the direct line that he gave you.
Yes.
So phone rings a couple times.
Personal.
Picks up. Is this Benny?
Yes, Mr. President, it is Benny.
Not just Fairchild, just Fairchild.
President Fairchild.
Oh God.
It's President Agent Fairchild.
President Agent.
President Agent Fairchild.
Dr. President Agent Fairchild.
The third?
I have a request of you that you don't even have to get out of the Oval Office to accomplish.
Are you sure it can't get me out of the Oval Office? Because that would be great right now.
Well, I heard that sleeping with secretaries is a quick way to get out of the Oval Office.
Damn.
That's a joke from the future.
But I don't think so. But all I really want you to do is if you could possibly put a detail on my sister and my niece, so they're not in danger while we go gallivanting across the world.
Yeah, I can do that. You basically give him the details of where they are and all of that, and he says, yeah, I'll get things set up. Should have some people swing by the end of the day.
Question.
Mm-hmm.
Was Anthony still alive in this universe?
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah. So the
I'm still gonna put a
husband...
detail.
Dang, she's not single anymore.
I'm still gonna put the detail.
Annabelle's husband.
Yeah. Yeah. He's alive in this universe.
He's still alive. The Wendigo didn't happen.
Yeah.
I did.
So
It's
Wendigo
not there.
happened,
Yeah.
Just not like that. But we were smart in
But-
this universe and actually checked. to make
but,
sure it was dead.
I'm going to put that detail on, and then I am going to go back to my hospital bed
All right.
and chill.
All right. So.
We'll leave tomorrow morning.
All right. So you guys make arrangements to leave the next morning. Are you guys going to drive?
No.
Okay, that's fine.
I do want to
Saying.
stop by the estate though, real quick.
Okay. All right.
I know it's dumb. You gave me a look at it was dumb,
That's fine.
but I need to fix my fucking house.
That's fair.
I need to set people to fix it. Then we'll move on.
All right. So.
There's some serious structural damage.
I know.
All right. So
I said this estate and just getting fucked up.
you end up the next morning. You're
Almost like it's
released.
cursed.
They sign the papers and everything, so you are free to go. You make a stop by the estate, and you just.
Looks like shit.
Yep.
Yeah, just basically, I'm just gonna tell Mr. White to start working on fixing the house.
Yeah. Hire
Myself,
people.
sir.
Mr. Wright.
He's gonna hire people.
Hire people, Mr. Wright, to fix the house.
I'm old, sir.
Crying pulls out a hammer and some nails.
I didn't go to school for this. I don't know what
I guess Shay is staying here.
Is that a good idea? I would have her stay with your.
We'll do that too. We'll do that instead.
She
Have
can.
her stay there.
Yeah,
She of course protests and was like, I want to go on adventures, and you guys are like, no.
Bad move.
Yeah, Shay. Just because you can see now doesn't mean anything.
But
You are still baby.
Mr. Wright's gonna start fixing the house, and hopefully, at least some progress will be done to that.
Hopefully, it depends.
And
on
then
how-
we're off to New York.
All right.
Let's use the Grand Central Station gate. Let's not go to Dr. Gray's house. because we know that Dr. Gray is evil.
Wait, Dr. Gray's evil?
Dr. Gray is evil in this universe.
I shot him in the.
He did give me a weird look whenever I went to his house.
He's evil now.
Yes, he tried
Also, he's the leader of the Illuminati.
Yes, he tried to turn me into one of his servants.
Apparently, he did that to the old us.
Apparently, we were a bunch of bumbling idiots.
And he called us bumbling idiots.
Yes, he did not seem very happy when I walked through his front door.
I shot him in the shoulder.
So, we're going to avoid him. I know there's a gate in Grand Central Station. Me and Fairchild used it on our way to New York. Check Dead Man's hands, the debrief. So we learned this information. It's like a comic book. You know, where they're like
Flashback.
they like offhandedly mention something. It's like, check this for that information. Yeah. Anyways,
Page
Free Avengers issue number 18.
Oh God, have we gotten to the convoluted level of crossover comics?
But so let's use that. Let's stay out of Dr. Gray's hair for the time being.
Until we can find a way to pull old Dr. Gray back to this universe.
Cool, Dr. Gray.
Yeah. The one that we thought we wanted to punch.
Yeah. Instead of the one that we actually want to punch.
The one that's actually
did
far
try
more
to punch.
punchable.
Yeah.
The one that we did try to punch.
Turns out far more punchable is Dr. Gray. But so let's just avoid him for the time being. Let's go through the Grand Central Station one.
Right. So you guys end up.
You guys remember that girl that we met in Finland? What's she doing?
Also something.
I never went to Finland.
There's Iceland.
It was Iceland. So.
Yeah, I never
She
went to
never went.
Iceland either.
There was a whole. We killed Santa.
Go
You
back
killed
and watch
Santa?
it.
Is that why I didn't get any presents last year?
Whenever I was going to Gray's house, I was followed by a car there.
It was probably one of those smiley weird people.
Maybe they didn't catch up to me, so I don't know.
I'm just going to assume it's the smiley weird people.
So you guys are at Grand Central Station.
Mhm.
And how are you going to get home?
It's almost as if two of us aren't fucking super wealthy.
Just hail a cab?
Yeah, just hail a cab.
Alright.
Probably more than one cab. Because, there's 6 of us.
Yeah, I think so.
Darlene, Izzy,
People.
the 4
Yeah.
of us, and then Lady Aaron.
Mm-hmm. So, yeah, 6.
So how are we going to divvy up? Cause let's just assume 2 people do a cab. How are we going to divvy it up? Lady Aaron and Benny probably.
Yeah.
The couples.
We could, yeah.
Although that Bo and Izzy thing is going to be real awkward now.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, damn, Bo. Damn, Bo. Just do what you want, I guess.
That Parker and Darlene car is also probably like.
Hey, let's swap. You, Izzy and Darlene are now a couple, and Bo and Parker are now a couple.
I'd ship it.
Yeah.
So is
Just swap it.
Bo and Parker one.
Yes.
Is that the way the taxis are?
Yes. Yeah.
Lady Aaron and Benny, and then Parker and Bo, and then Izzy and Darlene.
Yeah, that works. All right. So.
When we was a unit.
Yes. So you guys end up arriving at the address, and it is actually a dilapidated house.
Cool. Nothing ever goes right.
Are you sure this is the right place? Like, is the address? Like, look at the address. I'm just kind of like looking at the letter.
Confident this is the address.
Yes.
Just roll with it.
Now, you have been here before. This is the haunted house.
Huh.
Wait a second.
You missed that.
No, Izzy was there for that.
Izzy was there.
Yeah, Izzy was there for that one.
Yeah.
Oh, this is
Celine
the one where
wasn't.
all the babies were. Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Now, you see a woman walking up the hill from the church.
Hey, did we get a letter from dead babies?
God, I hope not.
So you see a woman walking up the hill. She's a black woman with very curly hair, and she's trying to wave you, the group, down.
Do we recognize her or?
You
That
could
could be Eleanor.
You could
I mean,
roll
obviously it's Eleanor, but do we know her?
You could roll a. There's no perception. I guess a no. It's either a no or.
I will roll a no. I'm pretty good at knowing things.
A canoe.
My nose sucks.
I have a hard no.
A hard no. Hard no.
Yeah, I also have a hard no.
All right.
You failed
Now.
Yeah, mine was a hard no.
didn't you?
You
Benny
had
rolled a good
no
one.
with a K,
Yeah.
and he had a hard N-O. All right, so it's been a while, a very long while, and at first you don't recognize her because last time you saw her, her head was covered. But
I almost just immediately added because of the red arm.
because of the what?
You didn't recognize her because of the red arm.
Oh, so as she gets closer, you actually recognize her face. She was the nun that you spoke to at the church. So as she approaches, she seems a little out of breath and just tries to regain her cool before finally smiling kind of half-heartedly and waving, saying, You don't officially know me, but my name is Eleanor Taylor.
Weren't you a nun?
Yes, I was. I have seen what has happened. I know that you are not exactly the group from this universe. I learned some things in the original universe, and that information has been passed when my other self died.
Roll with it. Cool.
Yeah.
It's a lot to take in, isn't it?
It's a lot, yeah.
You didn't even hear about the fact that the Earth is hollow.
Yeah.
I know.
Or an egg. We're not. The verdict's still out.
I know. I have.
Do you think she knows about Santa?
What?
It's a long story.
Anyway, I am a friend of Selena's. We met, and I learned a lot through her, and we traveled together for a while.
You know, that is a thing. We don't know how new Selena would be the old Selena. Now she's new. My head hurts.
I think your nose is bleeding.
Roll a sanity check. No, I'm just kidding. It turns out that Eliza McDaniel was my mother.
You have to refresh us on. Was that the ghost lady or?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
It's a long story.
Was she evil? Do we remember her?
Hey, wasn't she the one that was killing the babies?
She was the evil one, right? She was evil,
Was
right?
she the one that was killing the... I'm so sorry, but was she the one that was killing the babies?
Not exactly.
Okay.
In the original universe, you didn't really help me much.
Ouch.
It's true. That doesn't matter. In this universe, you did end up going into a bit more detail. I snooped around behind your backs and ended up discovering that my mother, at least in this universe, was not the one killing the babies. It turns out that the first child was not human.
That definitely didn't happen in ours, right?
Although it was, like, I have to admit, the stuff that we ran into was way angrier than just, like, babies? I don't know. It tore up the whole house, so...
Yes. So my mother was part of a cult.
Oh.
And so when things started to go sour, she ended up seeking attention elsewhere and fell out of the cult activity. She was not the one that killed the child. Her husband Not my father, but her husband was. And to protect me, I was given to the church as a baby, and my father left. But that doesn't matter. The reason that I've contacted you is my mother was buried, and a piece of her tombstone was stolen. There was a decorative piece in the middle, and it had something etched into it. When the tombstone was shattered, it had been cracking for years, but it had finally been shattered in the night, and I stumbled upon these creatures. I have gathered information and have, again, through my a friend, I guess you could say, I have found out that it's a piece of the disc that you were searching for.
Cool.
My friend has an ability to see across, if that makes sense.
Sort of like Shay? Seems like something she can do.
Not exactly.
I don't know how much a cross there is now, right? I mean, it's a blackened husk, right?
Well, it's not really... I can see through this friend, I can see other parts of...
Is she the one that has powers?
I don't know, you'll have to roll.
Oh, psychology?
Yeah, like we're both it's like I can, then my friend, we're both like...
Yes.
I'm gonna push it.
Alright.
Just the Benny crazy eye just. What was that?
53?
Success.
Alright. No, she doesn't seem... As far as you can tell, she doesn't seem to have any special qualities. She just seems normal. She doesn't seem to be the one with the power.
I'm going to mark this.
You're fine. Yeah, you can... Wait, did you succeed the first time? Or the push?
The push. You succeed the push, don't you? Either way, you get to roll.
Yeah, I think it's just luck that doesn't let
Yeah,
you.
luck doesn't
Gotcha.
let you do it.
Okay. So she doesn't seem to be the one. She doesn't seem to be the one with the power. Whether this is an actual friend or not, you don't really know. But
So you know where we might be able to find another piece of the disc.
yes.
Point me to your friend.
As soon as you see that, you actually see a shadow pass over from one shoulder to the other, and it's gone. The friend is...
Is it a shadow creature?
Can we call it Casper?
No.
What did Agent Fairchild call these tulpas?
Not quite, no. It's a lot to explain, but you've also met this before.
Is it the weird, like, amalgamation of dead baby things? A really creepy thing?
So she cradles her arms, and yes, it appears in her arms. Everyone has to roll sanity.
Yay! Norman Reedus and the scary fetus.
I definitely failed.
So you see, everyone's free to roll, but anyway. So you guys see this strange, again, like you said, this amalgamation of...
Yikes!
All of us failed.
Yikes! It's a 97.
I can
I'm rolling
even...
those dice again.
I know. I was like, would have sent them over on Brian's side. I'm gonna keep these right there.
So...
I used all the good luck out of them earlier.
you see this strange creature appear in her arms that she's cradling like a baby. Basically, something like this is what you guys are saying.
That's gross.
Yeah.
Groovy.
Yeah. And she...
What's the sanity point loss that we take?
Visible wretching.
I will say just a 1d6.
Nice.
Oh, damn.
Temporary insanity, I
Yeah,
think.
Bo turned it on.
That was a drop.
3.
So that's half of 3. So 1.
I'll say 1's fine, yeah.
Not even a blip on my fucking radar anymore.
He's like, ooh, that shit's gross.
Yui.
Oof.
Okay.
So, Bo turns around and hurls, I guess. Just
Yeah, I think that's also because I temporary insanity.
Yeah.
We both just throw up.
You also got in temporary insanity?
Yeah.
Oh, you got
They both turn and puke. Benny's just like, ew, and they're like,
And he's gonna get the tains of sanity. It's like, where you at?
so
Get low.
yeah.
on the verge of actual permanent insanity. Then he's just like, man, that's so.
Cute kid. So it blips back out and is just a shadow in her arms basically. She's holding it.
When he gets to the single digit, he gets to break the fourth wall.
It's become Deadpool. This is the child. This is my when my mother was still with the cult.
Uncle, brother, and half brother.
Technically
Technically
yes.
half brother.
She-
Everybody.
Yeah, I don't like that. She was basically a surrogate for a great one, and it nearly killed her. And
I roll that high Cthulhu mythos to understand what a great one is. One of the secrets.
Yeah.
The older secrets.
The other secret.
Sure, go for it. I'll let
Fuck
you.
this one, not this one.
I almost got you. Don't take my good rolls.
No, doesn't register.
Okay, so
No, 56.
all right. Well, anyway, my mother was chosen as a surrogate, and she delivered this little one, and her husband, after the
Little young one?
yeah, sure.
No? Okay. They're still puking.
Yes, they're still hurling. Old great one, little. Anyway. So, anyway, back to this.
I'm gonna call it Yiggy.
Yiggy?
Yeah.
Why Yiggy?
This is Yig Sothoth, but
Oh, Yiggy. I like it. Okay, allowed. Not permitted. So, this is basically, I guess, the friend. It allows me to see sideways, if that makes sense. It can see other points in time, the present, but other points in space at the present. So I can't see forward or back, but I can see around.
And you've brought us here because...
Because I know where the pieces of the disc are.
All of them, or just...
Most of them, the ones that are currently existing on this plane.
Can you draw a map?
Well, they're scattered across the world.
How many do the cult have?
I can give you a globe.
Globetrotters, hey! Anyway, currently they have 3. The
Cool.
one stolen from my mother's grave, one that one from Brazil, and another that they have stolen from a man that you actually know.
I don't know any men.
No man at all.
No.
None.
No.
Does Montana Jack sound familiar?
Vaguely.
I thought so. Well, he was in possession of a piece, and they have stolen it, and he is currently in the process of attempting to get it back. They are currently in California, and they are heading for Madagascar.
Okay.
Just once, I want to have an adventure like, Texas.
And they're in California.
Somewhere in this country.
California's in this country.
No,
No,
it's
hold
a separate
on.
country. No, it's a separate country.
But
That in Florida.
heading to Madagascar. Like, they are on their way, right?
They are currently in California, but they are making plans. If you hurry, you may be able to catch them and catch a ride, so you know exactly
oh no,
where
what
they
will
are.
we do? Let's go to the portals again.
if that's what you want. You're free to go straight to Madagascar and try to intercept them, but
I mean, how much time do we think it'll take before they're on their way?
they should be leaving tonight or tomorrow morning. They're trying to set out as soon as
Do you
possible.
know where they are in California? Do you have like a good location of?
I,
If we show up, we aren't gonna have to like search around for them. We can just go straight to them, and
I have a rough idea, but I'm not exactly sure. These visions that I have, I can pick out landmarks, and that's about it. So I can envision what I've seen and go from there. That's about it.
What do you guys think?
I guess we do have access to a portal, so we may be able to catch them
Are there
before
even
they leave.
any portals in Madagascar? Like,
There's holes, gates,
Well, there are
all over the world.
weird
I'm
portals.
sure there's one in California somewhere.
oh yeah,
I mean,
California.
maybe,
obviously.
maybe if we're lucky,
There's
there'll be.
civilization in Madagascar.
Maybe if we're lucky, there'll be some there.
Izzy doesn't know that. Izzy's never been there. Izzy's
It's
only
true.
like, there's lemurs.
There's King Julian.
King Julian.
I love the moon.
Izzy's entire perception, Brian's cough, is just that movie.
I see.
So, can you give us an approximate location of where they're at in California?
They're somewhere outside of Sacramento. But I can lead you there via the gates.
Okay, let's go.
Well, wait, before we just, storm in there, do we have a plan, or are we just gonna like walk into the cult and be like, hey, what up, we're taking your things?
I mean, what plan
I'm
do
gonna
we
throw
have?
the mace on my shoulders and be like, that is the plan.
I'm just thinking because like they have like the thing that attacked us.
As far...
And? And? It is
I mean,
no
it
longer
almost
alive.
killed Benny. If we get into another fight, Benny might die. Just Benny.
Just
Fine.
Rest in peace, Benny. As far as I know, they are just searching for it, and there's only maybe 2 or 3 things seeking these things out.
Okay, so another question is, do you know if Annabeth is with them?
As far as I know, no.
Okay.
So it's a small sect of the cult.
That sounds a lot more reasonable. I thought we were just like walking up into Cult HQ and being like, hey, we're taking your shit.
They are currently in search of another piece.
Okay. That's a lot more reasonable.
They stole the piece from Montana Jack, and he's trying to retrieve it. They are seeking out another piece.
So if we hit him hard, hit him fast.
You may gain 3 separate pieces in one go.
I don't think this is a moment that we can just let go.
We don't have to deal with Montana Jack, though, right? We can just show up and...
Knowing our luck, he'll show up on his own, but
Possibly.
sure, we will avoid Montana Jack.
Okay,
His team
sounds
is-
like a plan.
His team is all over the area, so you'll probably end up encountering his group, but you may get lucky and avoid him.
Cool.
Hopefully. He seems pretty hands-off. Right?
To
I
California.
wouldn't call him that, but yeah.
Mm.
Lock and load.
She cleared her throat. Alright. Well, I guess it's time to go. These visions aren't 100% clear. And they
Our
take...
visions ever.
True, but they take a lot of energy to perceive, so I can't do it often. It is very taxing. So I won't be much of a help after the initial vision. I can only do it about once a day.
So, Are you having are you gonna have one now, or are we just gonna go there and save the vision for when we need it?
I would say we save it for when we actually arrive.
Okay, that sounds good.
Oh my god!
So we go to the nearest gate,
Which would be
Grand Central Station.
Yep.
Are we carpooling? I've got money, but
The cabs are still we told them to just wait, right? They're just
they're driving off into the distance.
no, wait! I'll double the airfare. No. Okay, so
We'll snag another cab.
No offense, but the church doesn't pay much.
Or at
take
all.
the church bus.
So we'll snag some cabs and
Alright.
back to Grand Central Station.
Huzzah. So where are you guys headed? To...
Grand Central Station.
Well, yeah, but from Grand Central Station. Are you heading to California?
California.
Okay. I was like, are you going balls to the wall? Okay.
California.
Mom.
So what exactly do you guys plan to do in California?
I guess find the
What does
stuff.
anyone plan to do in California?
Find the stuff.
Drunk. Smoke weed.
Get lost
Famous?
in well, I don't think Hollywood is a thing yet.
It is.
In the 1920s? Huh, I would assume so.
Get lost in I don't know. The goal is to get the things.
Yes.
That's our goal. That's why we're going to California.
Yes.
I guess we're thinking of Sacramento.
Yes. Okay. I just don't know. I just want to know what your line of action, once you get there. What are you going to
Do we ever look like people with plans?
do? No, that's the problem.
So
We never make plans.
Izzy is definitely more of a planner, I think, than the rest of the group.
Oh, yeah.
We'll discuss the plans on the way.
Yeah. So as we're walking, well,
We're the bumbling idiots.
yeah, we should probably. We don't have much time, right? So we can't spend too much time trying to gather information about the cult and where they are. But it's always a good idea to know what you're dealing with before you go rushing in headlong, right?
So we go in, we kick ass, we take the stuff.
But we don't even know where the ass that we want to kick is. We can't just go in and start kicking random ass. People get upset. We gotta kick the right ass.
We find ass, we kick it.
Seek out ass.
Yeah.
It's step out of the portable. Here to kick ass. We don't care whose ass, just ass.
Form a line.
but we're much better at
Action. than-
impromptu
I would say the best line of action would be to seek out not necessarily Montana Jack himself, but his employees and his group.
How many worlds have you saved? 0.
Yeah, she has it.
So, I forgot what I was saying.
But we're going
Brian forgot what I was saying.
Sacramento.
All right, so we're gonna pop us in Sacramento.
Plan is, they're going on a boat, right? They have to go.
Maybe, unless there's a portal, then they could be going through portal.
Well, if it's the same portal, then we know whose ass to kick.
It's true. They show up, we just kick their ass.
Yeah. Mission accomplished.
We're just doing our job.
Sacramento.
All right.
We're not going to get distracted like we did on Santa. Sacramento.
Why are you pointing? I wasn't even there for the same thing.
Yeah, think of Sacramento, Izzy. She's like, what?
Hey, is that bells?
So, you guys are walking through the Hollow Earth, and you do hear bells.
Nope, Sacramento.
Sacramento. Just screaming the
Sacramento.
bells.
You do sound for realsies.
Fuck you, Santa. Sacramento.
All right. So you guys continue on. Ignore the bells.
It's the low
Sacramento.
I want to just stop and be like, does anyone want to go on a Christmas adventure in April?
Pretty sure that's a good title for a movie.
Christmas adventure in April.
No, just the entire quote. Does anyone want to go on a Christmas adventure in April?
By Fall Out Boy.
Raise your hand if you want to get distracted and go on a Christmas adventure in April.
See, no, but the more that we're thinking about this, like, branching path.
Yes,
Like, opening up.
And that's why we're thinking of Sacramento.
Sacramento.
Yes. You can feel the snow on the back of your neck. You're like,
It's cold in Sacramento too sometimes.
Probably not in April, though.
nope, hell no in April. Alright, so the path, once everyone gets back on track to Sacramento, opens up. So there's almost a staircase that leads up to.
Are we out of Sacramento? Are we out of the gate?
You are now, yes.
Didn't we kill Santa?
No, I think, well, I
You
wasn't
weren't there. Bo, didn't we kill Santa? Cool.
I don't think we did, because didn't you find that book?
Santa gave me a present that year. That is right. For killing his wife, weirdly enough. It's a weird it's a weird situation.
Parker also wasn't there. He's like, what the fuck are you talking about? Parker was somewhere else, actually.
So we were investigating.
Is Parker with us now?
Yeah, he's with you now.
Okay.
But with that whole adventure, he was actually also.
Sterling also with us?
Mm-hmm.
Aaron, we're
Mhm.
going full squad
Oh
deep.
my god, I forgot Aaron was
It's
here. Like, where? Wait, who did she? Oh yeah, she went with you on the car ride. Okay, never mind.
Yeah.
Cool.
Parker was also.
So-
God, we are just so bad about pack bonding. Like, oh my god, we
You're
can't get
coming
away
with
from
us. You're coming with us.
So we're going to take some time to explain the Santa thing.
Walk and talk.
Since half of us weren't there.
Mhm.
We were going through the portal, we heard some bells, got distracted because we were thinking of Christmas because it was around December.
Where were you going originally?
I don't know. Where were we going originally?
You got really distracted.
Home. You guys were
Yeah,
going
we were
from
going-
Louisiana home.
Yeah, because you wanted gumbo.
Uh-huh. Bo wanted gumbo. It's in the name. Gumbo.
So this
And then on our way back,
literally
we were
just
like,
a
what is
dinner trip?
that?
It's
We-
literally just a dinner trip.
We abuse the gates sometimes.
All the time.
Okay?
Actually,
It's
Parker says that all the time.
It's convenient. It's right there in my closet. Of course we abuse the gates.
You love going into the closet and coming out.
Turns out the conspiracy is actually that the reason that the gate isn't like popular knowledge is simply the fact that the car industry would crumble.
Ford was just like, we can't let this
Yeah.
happen.
Destroy all knowledge of the gates.
You know, when you think about it, it's been a really weird, 7 months.
It has been.
It's been a lot.
Like, if you were to sit down and try and explain it, to a passerby, we would just sound nuts.
Yeah.
Like,
Aren't we nuts though?
I mean, yeah, a little bit. I mean, especially Billy.
Agreed.
I need to take a vacation. We have 5 months before the world ends, right?
Yeah.
About.
I can
Just 1 month to kind of de-stress,
Just
get our minds
decompress.
in place.
I'm okay with that.
actually learn fucking magic.
Wait,
to
use the
everything.
gates to go somewhere nice. Hawaii.
Let's go to the fair.
Let's avoid fairs.
Why? What's wrong with fairs?
From here on
I
out,
love the
let's
fair.
I did too. That's the
Fairs-
problem. I loved fairs. You know, I wonder if there is a universe where none of this happened to us.
I'm sure there is.
I hope there.
I want that universe.
Hey, is there a universe?
Don't.
where, like,
We're not
stuff-
using the power for that.
I'm not saying I'm sure you've
Tomorrow.
seen.
Is there? I mean, I could
What?
check and.
Hey, don't
I'll
check.
double
I'm just
check.
wondering, have you seen, a universe where none of this happened,
Well,
where we never met, never got superpowers?
A much better universe, if you ask me.
Yes.
Oh, it sounds so boring now that I think about it.
I have to seek that information out to actually be able to see it.
You can send it to
But-
us later, like a letter.
Oh,
Or you can call and let us know.
Just for homework, just find all the universes with us in it and
I-
give us a running update
I
on how
have
we
seen
do.
some I have seen some other
Universe
universes.
60, Universe 62, of course, is where all of us are the opposite gender.
And then 69, everyone's female except that one guy. There's only one man on the planet.
Don't look at Universe 34. Just don't.
Clothes were never invented in that universe. It's the only reasonable
balls.
explanation.
Oh, Lord. Don't kill us, Todd Howard. He sent a missile. Wow, shit. He sent a missile to your house.
I'm thinking of internet rules.
Yeah.
62 and 34.
Oh, I was talking about 69, like
Yeah.
Vault 69.
I'm thinking of internet rules. Rule
Gotcha.
34 and Rule 62.
I was saying vaults. Can you hear
But
I'm sorry. But anyway.
what a weird, strange trip it's been.
Yes, I have seen alternate universes where things have definitely been a lot better. Most of them you still have your abilities. Some of you have.
Are we the best out of all the universes you've seen?
Oh, hell no.
Oh.
Are we the worst?
No.
I'll take it.
Surprisingly.
I'll take it.
High five, team.
Yeah. There was one where.
Wait a second. Okay, you can answer this one for us because it's kind of been a point of contention. Did we replace the better versions of ourselves? Like, would it have been better off for the just universe as a whole if we didn't come here and wipe out the people who were here before us? Like, were they doing a better job?
Not necessarily, no. The world would have ended maybe a little earlier.
It's very fatalistic. It's like you're
Better than
behind
the
wheel.
old guys.
I never said that, but you're different than the this universe's group.
Better than the old
I'll
guys.
take
We
it.
should change universes just to replace some bad versions of ourselves.
Just kill them all.
They weren't necessarily
Then
bad.
what?
They were just.
You know, here's an interesting question. While we're on the topic, what would happen if someone jumped into? What would happen to us?
Oh God, is that possible? Could
Um.
we just get dusted immediately?
Do you really want me to answer that?
No.
Okay.
Let us.
Is it a yes?
It sounded like it was
It's a yes.
Yeah,
Hmm.
it's possible.
Maybe a saner Benny will come.
Benny just turns to dust.
This Benny has 99 sanity. The most rational Benny.
But he also doesn't know magic. It's not possible to have both.
The most rational Benny.
See, he's just so he's like the greatest rogue type that he tricks people into believing he's actually magical, but instead he's just really good at like sleight of hand,
Anyways, we're getting off topic.
walking and talking.
Now you can use your cool vision to tell us where they are near Sacramento.
Okay. So
Also, like, just take a quick peek and see, like,
If you have like enough juice,
yeah,
find the other one where we don't have powers.
yeah.
oh,
Find the shittiest version so that we can feel better about ourselves.
which one? I can only do one a day.
The most important one is the one relevant to our quest now.
Yeah. I guess it's just I'm gonna take a quick nap and do that one.
Just short rest. I have to take a long rest first off. Anyway.
That's fine. We'll wait.
So she ends up closing her eyes and takes a deep breath, and you can see the shadow pretty much just
Immediately close my eyes.
Yeah, you can see the shadow pretty much just flow from her shoulders down across her torso, and just pretty much
Am I the
completely,
only one like still looking?
probably,
Like,
completely just
Eyes.
encased in the shadow. And you watch as her eyelids flutter open and her pupils are gone. There's a glowing purple light streaming from her eyes, and you see a vision, all of you see a vision in your mind of a house. There's a building, almost like a warehouse, and there's a plane parked outside, and it's been loaded up with supplies. You can see a few street signs, and it's not too far from where you are, maybe, I'd say, 15-minute drive.
cool.
So you can get a rough idea of where it is.
Now
You
that
get
Do you see any bad guys?
You see people loading the plane, they look like normal explorers. I mean, they look like they're dressed similar to Izzy. They have mostly khaki gear. A lot of them are carrying packs and have different types of active wear, just boots and hiking gear. You see a few people stopping to talk, and they seem exhausted. And then the vision fades.
So, was that them? Was that the cult members?
No, that's
Montana Jack's. What's
his posse.
Onward!
I thought we were looking for the cult members.
I mean, we are, but we have to. Montana Jack is our lead.
Do we have to talk to him? Can we just, not do that?
He's the only one that really knows the rough location of where they are in Madagascar, and I've used up my one vision for the day, so unless you want to wait,
You'll be fine.
it'll be brief.
Okay.
We don't even have to talk to him, just as long as we can get his employees to talk, then we should be fine.
The plot awaits.
I do like a plot.
I
Trudging along.
do enjoy plot. Alright.
So we're gonna mosey over.
You almost feel a pull, like a pulling sensation in your chest, drawing you in a very specific direction.
Who, me?
What's the plot?
Everyone.
The plot is calling.
Literally the power of the plot
It's
compels us to.
pulling
I'm
you.
gonna try and convince you to give me some armor.
Nope.
No plot armor.
Roll for imagination.
So let's just go in, get a location from where we're going, and then we'll mosey on over and beat the cult, and then take the stuff and
Save the world. Actually, that's a good question. What are we doing once we get all the disc pieces? Are we just keeping them safe? Destroying them? Putting them together like a jigsaw puzzle and hoping it does something?
see. I do not know because nobody gives us a straight answer anymore.
Collecting all of them and making a wish on the dragon that appears? I don't know. What's going on?
Well, if we had the old Dr. Gray, I'd suggest that we consult him, but
Would that be possible to drag?
Can you talk to the old Dr. Gray?
Can you pull someone from another universe into this one?
I don't really know if I can contact him, but I can try.
Can you pull someone from this?
We really miss him. He was nice.
I'm not sure, but I can try. I may need assistance.
How so?
I don't really have the ability to reach out and make contact to someone in another plane, but if we knew someone who could speak to the other side, then possibly.
Do we know anyone that can speak to the other side?
By other side, do you mean the... Because Shay... No, not Shay, sorry. Selena could talk to the dead. Does that count?
Possibly. If she can learn to control it better, she might be able to go from pulling down...
What happened to her, Selena?
Plot. Her boyfriend, her brother came back and
So is she in this universe?
She is, but I don't know this Selena. I traveled with Selena in the old universe when...
So our Selena is here in this universe, but has her brother.
Possibly.
and also is bound by the hip to.
Now I think that's...
Are there two Selenas walking around?
No. I don't know
Or
much
did-
about the Selena from this
Or
universe.
did he go to a different universe?
He must have gone to a different way. If our Selena is here in this universe, then that
That's
must have been a different universe that he went to. So we don't have a Melvin.
No, she doesn't know. She doesn't know if she never in this universe. Eleanor never met Selena.
Oh.
She's pulling information from her old memories from Universe 1.
So we could either have a fake Selena created by Melvin or a Selena that is our Selena, but
Hell, there could be two Selenas walking around.
But they wouldn't. She would disintegrate.
but one of them is made up.
But one of them's fake. Like a
Yep.
Darlene.
Yeah.
She's fake.
Wait, is that how that worked?
Darlene didn't exist in this universe.
Okay, so
My brain hurts.
Yeah, that was mentioned. Because remember that's you mentioned that because she doesn't exist in this universe, you said that's why she wasn't affected. Which may or may not be true. Yeah, that's really confusing. Hopefully that made sense.
There's a secret pile of dust somewhere that used to be Darlene.
So,
Was living her life.
Man, I sure am happy.
I sure am glad that I'm not a pile of dust right now. Things are going
thoughts
Still look at
to
Mr. Stark.
thoughts to table. We might need to find Selena, so we can talk to Old Gray if he's even alive. Didn't the old universe get nuked? Oh, not nuked, because that's not a word that existed back then. But
It will soon.
solar flared to death.
Yeah, but also that hasn't happened yet.
So we
My
can
brain hurts.
so we can pull him.
Possibly, or at least a Dr. Gray from a separate universe.
A nicer Dr. Gray.
The best Dr. Gray. We can get the best version of Dr. Gray.
I don't know how far I can reach. Which sounded awful. It sounds like there's not a lot of Dr. Grays that are that great.
There's like 2.
You get 2. You should come in. He's like Filipino
Most of
or
them are
something.
shit.
He doesn't look like Dr. Gray, or our Dr. Gray is like Filipino. It's like, dang. All right.
So
I guess this is what we get.
I'm okay with that.
So we're going to the
Just well done.
Montana Jack's
Great guy.
plane.
All right. So you end up seeing the warehouse in the distance.
Let me do the talking.
Walking, like wiping away the blood from under my nose.
Yeah, exactly. Everyone's just like, oh shit, jeez. Oh yeah, she probably would have taken sanity loss as well because she just saw into. She just flipped sideways. She just saw into another
Yeah, probably.
So
or
we're
space, not.
we're wandering.
All right.
Let me do the talking.
So everyone holding their nose, their bloody noses.
It won't stop.
You guys end up arriving at the warehouse,
I
and
feel like an anime protagonist.
it was too hot, just too sexy. So you see busy bodies just running around. Everyone is hurrying to load this plane, and again, the crew looks exhausted. A few people kind of just walk by, don't even pay attention to you, even as you approach the warehouse in the building.
We are here for Montana Jack.
You see a couple of people. You see a couple of people turn to look at you, and a few of them just kind of roll their eyes and keep going. Someone points to the building and says, "He's not in. You'll have to talk to his secretary."
That works. Are you guys going to Madagascar?
They all kind of stop and glance around and just say, you hear someone kind of in the back go, "Oh Jesus, paparazzi."
Is he famous or?
Yeah, a little bit.
Okay. Talk to his secretary.
Yeah, just don't try anything stupid. He doesn't pay us enough for that bullshit.
You never do anything stupid.
So we're going. We're going. We're moving. We're hustling and bustling.
So, the door to the building is locked.
Psst.
Oh, I thought I was gonna knock, but okay.
Yeah, you could have, but it's up to you.
Success.
Alright. So you pick the lock, throw the door open, I assume. And
Hello
then-
there!
Pick the lock, then knock on the door, then open it, walk in.
There's a dark-skinned man sitting at the desk. His hair just kind of all over the place, looking frazzled. And he jumps as the door swings open.
Hello there, friend.
I thought I locked that. Can I help you?
Yes, we are looking for Montana Jack.
I'm afraid he left earlier today.
For Madagascar?
Listen, if this is another news story...
Something cult.
We're
well aware, yes. We're here to help.
My name is Yusuf Saeed. I'm one of the explorers for the team. I'm heading out in the morning. Who are you?
My name is Benedict Pemberton.
You sound like a journalist.
Only if it helps break a case. You see, we are
Paranormal investigators?
paranormal investigators.
Oh, jeez, in that case. Listen, the break-in was... It was nothing paranormal. It was...
Show him the discs.
Are we? I guess we're did. Okay. It's like show him one of the discs.
Okay. He kind of studies it for a second and just looks a little surprised and goes, "Are you?"
No, we didn't steal the. We know that one of them got stolen.
How did you acquire that?
This one, I think we found it.
I want to walk in and be like, I think we're asking the questions here.
Okay, roll intimidation.
It's the cool dice.
89. 29. That's pretty
I will
good.
accept the 29.
Yeah, I'd say so.
Hard.
Alright. What do you roll for count?
Willpower.
Willpower, okay.
Pow!
Wow.
Bitch.
That is a regular success, so I think
Yeah, you still
technically-
succeed.
Yeah.
That's hard.
So I did not expect that. He has a really low willpower, so yeah. He looks visibly nervous and kind of shrinks in his seat a bit and glances up at you just from the corner of his eye and looks back at the disc in your hands. I'll do my best to tell you what I know. I'm just the secretary in the team. I've been studying a lot to get to this point, and my mother's the head of the team currently.
So the disc.
Yes. She's the one in charge of finding it.
In Madagascar.
Yes, she's still currently there.
So
What if we told you that we needed the disc? You see, we're forming a collection of discs. It all comes together for one super disc.
the disc is disc.
You will have a tough time trying to outbid Montana Jack.
Wait,
Does
there's
Montana
an
Jack
auction
have
going on?
80 credit rating?
Whoever finds it,
Yeah.
he will try to bid for it, try to buy it from me.
And what is his build?
What is his credit rating?
I would say that's a good question. What is it?
80?
He's famous. I don't know.
Oh,
'Cause
no,
I
he didn't
That's a fine
make he didn't
question.
make it to the auction. Oh no.
He's tied up in the trunk of our car.
I'm okay with this. So
How wealthy
I
is
guess I'm a little confused. It was stolen, right? He had it and it was stolen from him.
Yes, and we ended up tracking it down.
It's in Madagascar now.
Yes, they think it's more than likely the origin of the piece, but we don't know. It's only speculation.
Okay.
Wait. I have a suggestion.
All right, I'm listening.
You give us those pieces,
I don't have the pieces.
We'll help you, and then you give it to us.
What do I benefit, or how do I benefit?
And we will give you our duplicate.
I guess that would sate him. I'm just the employee.
That-
Don't
So
know
the
that-
image of
his desire to.
Does that sound like a fair shake to everyone?
Do I?
Does that sound like a fair shake to everyone else?
I guess so. I mean, okay, quick team meeting.
Huddle.
Give us 1 second.
We go to the other room.
Find me in the kitchen.
So first off,
I'll be in the kitchen.
I am not against lying and deceiving these people at all.
I am prone to lie.
Oh yeah. I mean, if we want to say, hey, we'll give you the disc, or hey, we'll help you get the disc, and then we just steal it and leave, that works for me.
100%.
I'm not so much okay with actually parting with any of them, because even if one of them gets taken by the cult, then that's,
You see,
and I don't think they can protect it. They already lost one of them, so
you see, you, as quietly as I can, so we can't hear me. Got a text message. I'm sorry about that.
What's the text message?
What is
Um,
text?
As quietly, you are dealing with a master of sleight of hand. The biggest master. If we all agree that we don't want to give them that, they will not find it.
Okay, I just wasn't sure, because it sounded like we were offering a thing,
We're offering it,
but it's not actually.
but if we decide to not do it, there's like 8 different things, and I'm like, nope. We can just not.
Sounds good.
We are not men of our words.
We're kind of terrible people, not gonna lie. I was
We're
happy.
doing it for the right cause.
Yeah. We suck, but we suck great.
We suck.
That sounds awful.
We're
We're great at sucking.
We're great at sucking.
Even worse.
We suck morally.
We suck the best.
We have decided
We are the best at sucking.
We're the suckiest. There.
that we will
Not
help
the
you.
worst.
That we will help you.
Alright.
Yes. We will help you and not deceive you in any way.
He's gonna roll psychology.
Hold up. Do I actually have any
Well,
lying?
that's a regular success.
Okay.
It'll be a straight talk.
Mhm.
Do I have any straight talk?
Fast talk.
I have the feeling
Fast
that
talk,
I'm
yeah.
really I'm awful at lying. I actually
Well-
physically can't lie.
Well,
I have a fast talk of 5. I'm not gonna use these dice though.
oof.
I'm also lucky as fuck.
Nope.
Oh, that's a 93. I'm not that lucky.
He definitely squints at that.
Okay.
Our friend hasn't had anything to eat all day, and she gets very cranky and makes not a whole lot of sense.
I don't know. She made pretty
I-
okay sense.
I make tons of sense and never sound
Shut
weird
up, Izzy.
at all. Wink, wink.
I, however, am a man of my word.
I think she needs to go to the hospital.
I have a concussion. Wink, wink.
Your friend needs medical attention.
I am a man of my word.
I don't believe you, but I don't care. I
I was going to ace that fast talk check.
next time I'll allow it. I will attempt to get you on a plane in the morning. It's the best I can do, but I will be accompanying you to.
Madagascar.
Yes. Just try not to get in the way.
Wait, you're
because
joining us?
I have to. That is where my team is. I'm not technically the secretary.
He's joining us. It's okay.
He's basically going to be your chauffeur, and he's going to be like, good luck, have fun, goodbye.
So we're collecting.
So do we have
Sort of.
any places to sleep? Or do we need to go to a hotel and meet you tomorrow?
I don't have anything for you here. This is a warehouse,
Hotel
not
it is.
a hostel.
So now we have to discuss. Wait, random girl who followed me, Eleanor.
Yes.
Are you going home, or are you coming with us on this journey to Madagascar
Well,
with your weird half-brother baby?
Just what was it? Yiggy?
Yiggy.
I don't like that name.
We could call it Norman Reedus.
No. Norman's fine. Paranorman.
Paranorman.
So
I'm pretty sure that's a movie.
It is.
Are you coming
This is
with
the
us,
second
or
time
are
we're
you
getting
going
copyrighted by
home?
Disney.
Well, I would expect to go with you, seeing as I'm the only one who can help locate the artifact.
Cool.
Unless
So,
you'd rather
how are we
not.
splitting hotels? Since there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 of us.
Jeez.
There's 8?
1, 2, 3, 4.
5, 6.
Um.
And then Lady Aaron, 7.
Yeah.
Who's
Yep.
the 8?
So 7. So
Okay.
there was just 7.
Okay. Yeah.
So how are we
Still
going
a
to
lot.
split the?
Almost half more group of NPCs.
Yes, yeah. They won't be staying, like, forever.
How are we going to
They
split
might.
the group for hotel
Pretty
time?
sure that we're getting Yosef Saeed as our new best friend forever.
I doubt it, but maybe. You might.
That's how we roll.
So I assume that
Comes in.
me
Well,
and
there's
Bo
a
will
couple
share
more
a
NPCs,
room.
So.
Would make sense.
Yeah, that's how it usually goes.
Wait, there's. Well, we could do 3 and 4. Because they have 2 beds.
Right. I do not want to sleep on the floor. I am wealthy. I will buy my own hotel.
Hotel, the whole fucking hotel.
I like that plan. Why don't we just buy a hotel?
But we
Buy every hotel.
We
Every
can-
time we go to a new city, I'm buying your hotel.
can afford more rooms to sleep comfortably.
That's fair. That's fine.
So me and Bo, I assume, will get the rooms.
Alright.
The married couple.
Look.
Do the married couple not want to sleep together?
No, it's fine. We'll sleep together.
Parker, what do you think?
He's sweating.
Do you want to switch rooms?
Darlene just shooting daggers.
She elbows him and he's like, that's fine.
Psychic message. Do you want to switch rooms?
That'd be great.
Please help.
Psychic message conversation between the original trio. So how are we splitting this up then?
I'll switch rooms with him.
Okay. So
Bad luck. Someone's sleeping with his wife.
Yeah.
That's fine.
so me and Parker,
Get a room.
Darlene and Bo.
And then, I guess, 2 and 2 for the girls.
There's only 3 left.
Oh yeah. My bad. I was thinking Darling was in there. So I guess 3 share a room.
Well, or
If they want.
or
They're all poor.
Eleanor can
Not poor, but you know.
Eleanor can get her own.
So that's fine.
Okay.
Eleanor doesn't get room bought privileges yet.
Yeah.
Yet.
She stole money from the church. It's okay. You didn't hear that from me.
So that we have figured out the staying order. Since I am injured, Parker will stay and protect me because he's got a big gun.
Literally the biggest character. It's like, I trust Parker with my life.
Bo will
He wouldn't shoot me in my sleep.
be with Darlene, Aaron, and Izzy, and then Eleanor will get her own room. Does anyone have any objections to that?
I do.
Alright then, I guess it's all settled.
Great! So we mark our way to a hotel, and I magically recover 2 more hit points.
That's Darlene. This is currently Darlene.
And I magically recover 2 more hit points, and I'll go ahead and pause. So the next day.
Yes. The next day, you guys end up traveling out to the warehouse, and the plane is set, and most of the stuff is being brought by either plane or by boat. So
You know how awful was plane ride is going to suck? It was the 1920s and planes sucked back then.
yeah, you won't be going by
It's
plane.
like a biplane.
Oh yeah, we're gonna be going through the portal because we're not idiots.
Is there?
But yes, we're there.
Wait. We're not taking.
So what's the
Yes.
plan,
through the
Saeed?
portal.
What's the plan, Saeed? How are we getting there?
Well, we plan to go by boat.
That's going to take forever.
It goes by faster than you think it would.
Exactly how much time would it take by boat?
It's hard to say. I don't really time.
I guess so. Just thinking like,
Ma'am, I'm an adventurer. I don't.
What if I told you there was a quicker way?
We're letting an awful lot of people in on that.
How so?
Too late. Snakes out of the bag. Cats out of the bag.
Snakes out of the
We
bag.
have-
Snakes.
Put that snake right back in that bag.
Super secret technique. But
Are you going to knock me
in
out?
order,
Call it.
We call it. You put a blindfold on,
and then
and you'll be in Madagascar.
and then it'll be like walking. And then
Sir,
you'll-
I promise I don't have any money. Montana Jack is the one with the money. I have nothing to do with this artifact.
I don't know what you.
as I'm like
What we are saying is,
unfastening my tie, put the blindfold on, please.
you are going to.
My mother won't pay for any ransom or anything. I don't
Trust
know.
me, we do not want money.
We'll be in Madagascar before
Do you
you
drink
know
a
it.
lot? How are your kidneys?
This man is almost in tears. He has
So
very
what-
low willpower. He is literally teary-eyed.
All right, everyone, let's go to
I'm
Madagascar.
gonna keep my hand on him and walk with him.
I swear I won't talk. Just
Did you fill the bathtub up with ice water already?
I promise you, we're not doing anything untoward.
at least keep
You
my
can
clothes.
survive with one kidney. It's fine. Jeez, why is so upset?
Stop making him think that we're taking his kidney.
No, we not.
You're not.
Oh wait. I'll put the pocket knife away. My
I'll
bad.
put away the scalpel.
So I guess we're going to see if there is a portal to Madagascar.
Can you at least get me drunk first? I want to fill it.
We're trying to see if there's a portal to Madagascar.
Okay.
It'll be real awkward if there's not.
So it turns out the trick didn't work because you didn't believe enough. So we're gonna see if we can get to Madagascar.
All right.
If you would, kind sir,
Just think about Madagascar.
just
really
think
hard.
of the camp that
Don't
we're
think
going
about
to.
going home or your wife or your kids or anything
It's-
dumb like
it's-
that.
stop talking.
Just think of Madagascar.
I miss my mom.
Just
Do you
think
have
of,
another tie for a?
just think of the camp that we're going to in Madagascar.
I'll just say I just want to go home.
Think of the
No,
camp.
home
in
is Madagascar now.
Oh god, you can't leave me there.
So we're going.
You can do a persuasion.
Think of the home. Think of Madagascar.
That's
The
home.
camp that we're going. Oh boy,
Yeah.
that is 18. That's a persuade.
Mhm.
That's a hard. I'll spend 3 luck to get down to an extreme.
Okay. You don't have to.
Oh,
I'll
never
go
mind.
ahead and I'll let you have that one because
That's
his willpower is shit. Like he
Then I
is
succeed.
very
Did I succeed?
okay. All right, I'll do whatever it is that you want. Just please don't hurt me.
No hurting is involved. Camp of camp that we're going to. Camp that we're going to in Madagascar.
All right.
Long and hard thoughts.
All right. Alright, I think I've envisioned it.
Yes.
Alright,
Now we walk
okay.
and we chat.
Okay, about...
Madagascar.
But Madagascar. Heard there were lemurs there.
Yeah,
That's pretty
they sing and
cool.
dance.
that
Maybe a
is-
giraffe. Just one though.
And a lion and a
Just one.
zebra
Just one.
I'm pretty sure all of that's false.
and a weirdly sassy hippo.
John, okay.
And penguins?
Actually, I think there are penguins in Madagascar. Maybe.
There is, if you know, they were all zoo animals in this scenario.
Crashed a boat.
And they were on a shipping container in a boat.
Yeah.
shipping
And there was a
grain.
storm. It all makes sense in context. Anyways,
And they have a beach ball with a face painted on it.
Madagascar. Do we get there?
Yes. Yeah, so you guys end up going back to the portal.
Yeah.
And when you step through, there are a couple of times where the path splits, but it eventually tapers off
Every
it.
time that happened, we just whap him in the back of the head. Madagascar!
And
I was
eventually...
like, sorry.
So eventually you guys end up seeing a portal or a gate, and there are gnats that are just kind of flying in and then dropping just at the gate. So
Falling off into the wood.
yeah,
That was just a giant pile of gnats.
So once we get to the camp,
you step through the gate and you're actually on a wrecked boat. It opens up and there are shipping containers knocked over, and you guys end up stepping through.
This is where the animals were.
I hate you. You end up.
how far away from land are we?
No, you're on land, but the
Okay.
boat had wrecked.
Okay.
So you guys end up stepping out of the shipping containers. They're tousled. There's one, and the gate that you step through seems to be flickering. It is damaged.
So I'm gonna pull off my tie.
Mhm.
Look, we've made it.
Well, and he passes out.
As much as I'm loving all these Madagascar references, still not as good as the final reveal of the big bad Mike Wazowski.
Yes. They don't understand that joke, do they?
But
We were talking about the giant eye below the sea.
From Shay's vision,
Mhm.
and he showed me a picture, and it just looked like Mike Wazowski. I'm not gonna lie.
I'm gonna pick him up and like,
gonna splash some water. We're next to the ocean. We can just splash water on his face until he comes to. Saeed.
Oh, we're already here.
When he wakes up, dump a bucket of water on his
Yeah.
head.
I'm awake. My kidneys! Oh, God. Oh, they're still there, I think. I don't see any stitches. Oh, God.
Look at that crazy magic trick we did.
You guys knocked me out.
Yes.
We're here.
And we're here now.
Oh, thank Jesus.
Cool.
Wait.
Now, where's the camp?
I caught it.
He's Middle Eastern. I said, oh, Jesus. I think Jesus.
He lived in California for a while.
yeah.
He converted.
I mean, it's honestly just a saying. So like, I bet you say thank Jesus.
Anyways.
Thank God. There. I mean, that works.
Anyways.
So, anyway, he gets up, kind of checks to see where he is, and goes, that boat looks familiar. That's not our boat, is it?
No, remember we walked here.
We walked to.
Yes. The less you think about it, the more it makes sense.
I think I have a concussion.
Yes, you probably do. You hit your head pretty hard as we were walking
To Madagascar.
to Madagascar
From California.
from California.
It took about half an hour.
So, Eleanor's actually the one that kind of speaks up. She's been disapproving
Of our just like
whole time.
or just tormented this poor man.
I've been pretty nice. I don't know what you guys are talking about.
I can take you to the camp. You don't have to continue to torture this poor man. And
Yeah, Izzy.
Sorry.
so she has another vision. You guys end up seeing the camp and fill that familiar pool. So she starts leading the way. No, you guys walk for a good maybe 35, 40 minutes before you stumble upon a clearing, and you can see people kind of busying, running around. People are very similar to how the tents were set up in Brazil, but this is definitely less organized. There are tents scattered everywhere. Half of them were barely nailed down. Some of them just have rocks set onto them to keep everything.
I'm gonna lean in to Lady Erin and go, "These aren't Templar friends, are they?"
Am I gonna do Lady Erin, I guess?
Yeah.
Okay. I started to say, I was like, not from what I can tell, no.
Cool.
We have no business in Madagascar, last I checked.
Cool.
So Eleanor kind of shushes the group and looks around just to make sure that it's safe, and turns to the group. This is Montana Jack's group. They are a little more informed than he is. Just be careful and watch what you say. I don't know this group very well, and I don't know how much I trust them.
Well, luckily we have our new friend here, Yosef, who can vouch for us. Right, Yosef? Think of your kidneys.
Sure. I guess we're not really the fighting sort, so I guess I have no choice.
I'm gonna walk up and go, "Hello there, friends."
You see a woman standing there with, I think it's pronounced hijab, and she turns to you immediately and pulls a gun. But eventually sees Saeed and sighs and ends up walking over to the group. Saeed, I thought you weren't supposed to be here for another 3 days.
That's how long it takes. You could have just told us that.
We took a shortcut.
A shortcut through the ocean.
We're very good pathfinders.
It's like a castle run.
So what? It's the Bermuda Triangle.
Yeah. We just,
Which is technically canon. I mean, that it's a portal. There's a gate in the Bermuda Triangle. Facts. Hashtag. It's canon.
there's probably a lot of stuff in the Bermuda Triangle, let's be
So,
honest.
anyways, how are you?
Considering everything, frazzled, but
We are here to help you get the discs back.
thank goodness. I thought he would never hire new people. Well,
Yes, we were hired.
Hired. That's what we were.
my name. Okay. My name is Genevieve. I'm Saeed's mother.
Are you sure you're not his sister?
I may be. What?
Izzy just like, what?
Why do you say that?
I was trying to be flattering.
Oh, gotcha.
I just like how she
I thought I said
reneged on
something. I thought I said something wrong. I was like, did I say she was his sister?
No, see, I thought that was in canon. Like, she's like, I may be, and I'm like, wait, you can't be both. Are you both? Ew.
No. She smiles at that and kind of laughs and goes, flattery will get you everywhere. Would you like to roll a charm?
No. How high is my charm?
No, maybe.
Yeah, no.
No, it's 20. No, I
Okay.
don't want to.
So again, she kind of laughs and again looks the group over and just You seem like a fairly capable group. Again, my name is Genevieve. This is my son, Saeed. I am the lead in the search for the disc. Saeed was supposed to come here and hold down camp and help us track the disc. I am pleasantly surprised to see he's here early and has recruits, so I'll take you to the tent and we'll discuss our measures or our plan of action from here on out.
Do we have any leads?
Yes, I will go over that in a moment. We must speak
Okay.
with Arlene. She is currently in the tent setting plans and getting supplies.
Continue. Take us to the camp.
You guys are currently at the edge of camp,
Yeah.
so it's not too long before you arrive in the middle. It's pretty much the largest tent there. You end up stepping in, and there is a red-headed woman. It's almost like a reddish brown or reddish blonde headed woman. She's freckled-faced, kind of pudgy, and she is looking over a map. So it's a very crudely drawn map. She looks exhausted, and there are lots of marks drawn in different colored ink.
Mm-hmm.
And she seems to be really, really just on the verge of passing out. Genevieve gives her kind of I'm trying to think of a way to phrase it. A sympathetic look before kind of motioning to the table. This is Arlene. She's the one helping us track down the discs, or the pieces, the shards. And we have gotten very little sleep. Montana Jack has definitely been pushing us to try and find this as soon as possible.
What information do we have so far? Like, what are we going off of?
There is a section of land that is mostly flooded, and at the bottom of it are the remains of a plane, something that was more than likely carrying it.
So the plane crashed on the way.
Yes, and it's at the bottom of that flooded field, pretty
How
much.
far underwater is it?
Only about 10 feet or so for the
So-
most part, but there are things that are, every time our group gets near, it's not pretty.
Well, can you show us where the plane is? And
Of course, it's a little bit of a walk, but I'm sure you're used to that. So we'll set out just as soon as we can. We're gathering supplies, and I hope you've brought something to defend yourself with. There are lots of creatures on the islands, and not all of them are used to people.
Lemurs.
Lemurs, yes.
ghost lemurs.
Just keep in mind we aim to scare, not to kill.
Gotcha.
We've caught a few trigger-happy people in the past. It's not fun.
Everyone looks at Parker.
Wow.
So what exactly is it that's keeping you guys away from the plane? You seem anxious in talking about it.
Well, the last group that went out to search for it, they came back in, most people said that it was like some sort of octopus. I don't really know. Something was grabbing them and pulling them under.
Okay.
Some were pulled into the woods instead, which I've never really met an octopus that roosted in the woods, but it's not the strangest. Yeah, not the strangest thing I've seen out here.
All right. Well, we will deal with that, and then it's just a simple 10-foot swim to get what we came for.
Hopefully, if the plane doesn't shift.
Is it possible that it could sink further down if it does?
Yes, very possible.
How deep could it go?
Closer to 20.
Well, it's still not that bad. 20 feet, 10 feet.
100 feet.
We don't have a whole lot of scuba gear, but it's in the packs.
Not 70
Hopefully,
feet.
hopefully, someone knows. To swim. Everyone checking their character sheets.
I did some swimming.
30.
Can you dive?
I mean, I can die. I have diving 50.
That's good. Yeah, diving is the skill we need.
You
I
put
said swim.
50 in diving?
I have a 50 in diving.
Well, Izzy,
Why did you put points in that?
because it's saving your ass right now.
I didn't even realize that was even a thing. I was like, oh, diving?
I'm like, I'm not good at swimming, but I can dive. Yes.
If there's a current to swim against,
I forgot about the second half.
Forget about the second half of this part.
that's funny. But
So-
yeah, again,
I go to save you.
just sing.
Okay.
So we'll go. We'll stop the thing, and then we'll get the things, and then we're.
Then we got everything.
Hopefully.
So the
When
thing.
are we taking Saeed's kid? Because
That's not happening.
You're doing what?
She also has had little sleep.
concussion, you know how it is.
Sure. She kind of glances at Saeed, and he just. Saeed, go on back to camp. We will set out in a moment. I just have to gather supplies and make sure everyone's comfortable. Prepare yourselves. I don't know exactly what we'll see.
This is Bo Dean Smalls here. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.